Hi, Internet. Welcome to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, episode number 15. It's... I'm going to be honest with you. The stuff that has been happening lately and will be probably happening tonight, you will not find in your copy of Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk.
No, this isn't by the book?
This is not... something that you'll find in there, because while we are playing a pre-written campaign, sometimes you lose a rowbear. That's the camera. But that's okay. So sometimes it just takes a turn. An owlbear is involved. Almost selling said owlbear is involved. And then you bring it to a rich family. That's kind of a very loose synopsis of what happened last time. The party went to Soot's family home where they were going to bring Richard the owlbear to stay and be trained. And the party became well aware how well-to-do Soot's family is with their various slew of servants and attendants, as well as the massive distance between them and nearby neighbors, all of the land they have. And then also the seemingly penchant that Soot may have for bringing home strange creatures, and then kind of it becoming the problem of the people who work there. There was a very entertaining incident involving baths and a bathroom. And then ultimately, Soot's mother said, "Why don't you all stay the night and stay one more night, and we'll throw a dinner party in all of your honor. We love meeting all of your friends and your companions, and we'll invite all the neighbors. We'll have to send an owl now or a message now so that they can get it, because it'll take like a couple hours to get there because they live so far away. Because like each neighbor basically has their own hill." That's what the party was left, and then Gable was off. We made him go off and brood for a while.
I'm the rogue. It's sort of part of the territory. It's fine.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just pick back up. I think we kind of ended for the evening, and we'll resume on the day of. Oh, they did leave Gable a note to tell them where they were going.
Got it. Cool.
So we'll say that your brooding wasn't that long, so that reasonable time for you to get there, it's not unreasonable for you to be there during the day of this party. Because if you didn't come back for a day, it was a couple days travel. So we'll say you hot on their heels as they made their way out there.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then, it'll be the morning of the big dinner party. Now, LB, what is it like? So you obviously went to sleep in your room. What does a morning look like for you? How does that normally go?
For Soot, when she's home, the door opens to her bedroom, and a couple attendants come in. They draw the curtains. They get her up. They brush her hair. And she has told them they don't need to do this because she can just like shift it into whatever form she wants. But they like to do it, to like keep the rhythm of, so they don't have to like adjust their schedule. They will dress her, and she will make her way downstairs for breakfast. But I think today she will go make the 5-minute walk across the house to the other wing to see what the other party members are. And I think as she does, she'll ask if anyone has arrived during the night or early this morning.
Gotcha. We'll say, I don't know, Gable, you think it'd be reasonable for you to basically continue through the night to try to get there early in the morning, or were you going to be more of a, mid-afternoon arrival? I'll leave it up to you.
Cujo, are you muted now?
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure it's not my internet.
Cool.
And it's
me. I was like, is it me?
Okay. I thought I was insane.
This is what happens when I take a week off.
God.
We all are like, is it me, Jesus?
Jesus, Lathander Christ, can we get this dinner
Wow.
party going?
That Robin
Is it
Williams
me?
reference. No, Gable would arrive probably in the middle of the night.
Okay.
He is still puzzled by his ability to stay awake and functioning without issue. So he's gonna keep doing that until he figures out the inner workings of how all that shit works.
Sure.
Yeah. So the directions told you like where to turn and like, oh, this is our driveway. And as you're walking down the driveway, it is quite long. And there's like trees and stuff, and there's just a lot of like, it's huge. The house is huge.
My kind of place.
Yeah, staircases going up to the front door. There's like a fountain in the front. All that sort of shit.
Gable would probably like clean himself up a little bit before making his approach to the door.
All right, so we'll say they did. Oh, what was that? That was weird. They did let the everybody know that there's a potential that another would be arriving of her party. So we'll say that you did arrive in the night, and they were able to. Everybody is already asleep, and then they're able to set you up in one of the many guest suites. What kind of clothes would they? I guess they would just put them in whatever kind of room, right? Obi? Other guest quarters.
Yeah, one of the other guest rooms that are in the hall, and I think that like they probably have pajama, like one of those fancy pajama sets that's like matching, and it's got the soft buttons that go up, and there's like a little bit of a soft collar on it.
Oh, I do miss wearing onesies. This is wonderful.
So yeah, I guess in the morning they'll tell you that that somebody did arrive. One of your party did arrive in the middle of the night, and they'll tell you which room they set them up in.
She will go over there and like knock gently on the door as she's opening it to Gable's room.
He'll like wide-eyed staring at the ceiling and then realize that somebody's coming in, so he'll like pull the covers up and oh, this is the best bed I've ever slept on.
Good morning, Starshine.
Good morning. When were you going to tell me that your family was loaded?
I already told you. Well, I kind of told you. You kept making fun of people who are rich, so I didn't like go into a lot of detail about it, but
who are we talking about that I was making fun of them for being rich?
Well, Seneth and the mayor and...
Oh, I would never make fun of the mayor. In fact, I actually find his abode to be quite respectable. This Seneth just sounds like a douchebag.
He's not. He's just... He doesn't understand how much things cost, and that's okay, because he didn't need to up until now.
Fair enough. But I would never make fun of you, darling.
Oh, thanks. Well, I'm glad you like the bed. Breakfast is probably going to be ready soon, so if you want to come down...
That sounds wonderful. Yes, just give me a moment to stretch my muscles, and I'll be down there post-haste.
There's some clothes laid out for you on the couch. Otherwise, or the... What else would you call a couch? The couch, whatever.
Lounge.
The chaise. That's what I was looking for. The chaise. So, I was gonna go wake up everyone else, or maybe I should let them sleep. When did you get in?
Oh, it was approaching, and he's gonna like kind of fudge a time, so it like wasn't too late. Oh, 10 p.m. Nothing extreme.
Okay. Well, if you are you ready to get up, or do you want a bath or anything first?
Oh, I'll be up in a moment. Baths and meat, I can take.
Yeah. Okay. Well, to get to the kitchen, to get to the breakfast nook, you're gonna go down the hallway that you came in on. Go down the grand staircase. You're gonna go straight back towards the back of the house. It's gonna be the third door on your right. if you have gone too far is when you hit the ballroom.
You know, they did offer me a site map when I was on my way in. Foolishly, I said no, but I'm starting to realize maybe it was a good idea to pick one of those up.
Do you want me to wait?
Oh, that's all right. Go get the others up. I'll be up momentarily, and I'll see you at the third door on the right.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. And she like backs out and closes the door.
All right. Going to wake up the others, I guess.
Yeah, Bronson's room would be next, so she peeks in the door, sneaks in the room, jumps on the bed and goes, "Stand up, bitch!"
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a big day, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have a party tonight, but they're making breakfast, so I thought maybe if you want something fresh, you could get up soon. If not, you can go back to sleep and sleep the day away. It's your vacation.
I love you. Just I give Dwarven uppies.
She like falls back as she lifts you up.
Oh, thank you.
Did you sleep all right?
Like a rock.
Good.
Oh. This bed is wonderful. Though
Yeah.
you kind of look back and there's the clear like Dwarven imprint that I have recessed down into.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I wasn't rolling around very much in there. It was wonderful. So thank you. And I lift you back up off the ground.
All right. Well, there's clothes on the chaise, and then the breakfast nook is downstairs down the main hallway, third door on the right.
Awesome. I open up and I look. 1 ruffle, 2 ruffles, 3 ruffles. Am I supposed to know how many ruffles I wear for the party? It just will split the difference. Go for the 2 ruffle. We can't have too many ruffles.
Oh, that's just your day look for today. You'll have something else for tonight. She closes the door.
I get so nervous. He's got a deep V. I don't know if I can pull that off.
With the hair coming out.
It goes into a very thick patch of chest hair there. Bronson looks down at it and goes, "Oh, that's very randy of me." Okay.
It's not like a dusting that you see, it's the full carpet.
Yeah, dude. It's Pierce Brosnan in the 90s, just
God.
straight up run by fruiting.
Didn't realize Bronson has a hair shirt.
Yeah, for real.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Knock
I walk
on
out with
Bishop's
something
door.
that looks like a mixture of Macho Man, Randy Savage. It's both 70s fringe and Renaissance ruffles.
Love it. Soot knocks on Bishop's door and like cracks it and just like puts her mouth there and she's like, "Bishop, are you up?"
Oh yeah, come on in.
Oh.
I'm up. I've got tea that I acquired from the kitchen, and I am. I've got at the desk. I have the little tchotchke that I broke off of the fireplace, and I'm meticulously attempting to glue it back together.
Oh, you don't
Come
need to worry
on.
about that. Somebody can mend it.
Oh, well, I figured I'd make sure I had it mostly together for him. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Did you sleep well?
I did, yes. What a beautiful house you have here. The maids or servants, they kept trying to come in. I had to put up the immovable rod on the door. But aside from that, everything was delightful.
Oh, I hope they weren't being inappropriate. I don't see many fetching young gentlemen in the house.
Oh, no, everybody was fine. It was just they kept trying to bring me different clothing, and I'm wearing like my normal nice clothing without my armor on it, and I was like, I figured I'd just do this today.
Yeah. Oh, you can wear whatever you want. I mean, they have options for you, but it's, mi casa es my parents' casa, and you're welcome to wear whatever you want.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, what's the plan for today?
Well, breakfast is, well, it should be served by now. So if you want to head down to the breakfast nook, we can have a little breakfast and then maybe we can walk the grounds. I know that Bronson wanted to see my bedroom, so we could do that, like do a tour sort of thing.
Oh, yes, I remember. I remember that. Absolutely. Yeah, let's go. And I'll give you my arm.
She'll scoop in and walk
Will.
towards the, she'll lead you to the breakfast nook.
All right, sounds great.
All right, so describe. This is the best kind of DMing. Do all the work for me, LB. Describe the breakfast nook, please.
The breakfast nook, it's kind of an offshoot of the kitchen. It's more like it's more like a normal kitchen area, or like a kitchen table area that you'd have, where there's like a smaller table that can probably fit like 6 people at it. There's still flowers and fruits on the table. The room itself is pretty, it's got a window on one side, and then like almost like a country home where there's shelving on the side with like glass and there's like knickknacks and stuff in there, and it's busy but not terrible. It's just filled basically, and there's plenty of food out, scrambled eggs, different kinds of sausages, and potatoes, and chorizo, like all of that stuff. Kind of mix and match stuff. Yeah.
Bangers.
All right.
Ooh, this is spicy.
I told you guys no spice.
Chorizo is
No,
too
it's
spicy.
okay. I just a little bit. That's fine. I didn't realize there were 2 kinds of sausages.
Oh yeah. The other one is like has maple infused in it, so it's like a little sweet.
That sounds right for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I forgot. Bishop doesn't do well with anything other than salt.
I like black pepper and paprika, as long as it's not like,
Sweet Spanish.
yeah, not smoked paprika, just regular paprika.
Don't want to take on too much flavor.
Yeah.
Careful. If it loses that paper taste, it's not good, according to Bishop.
Yeah.
The road to Flavor Town is paved with good intentions, Bishop.
Mm-hmm. And frosted tips.
Well, I mean, you guys are all entitled to eat the foods you like. I don't see why I'm the target of all this. Hey, how was your trip in?
Oh yeah.
It was fine. It's quite exciting. The walkway was a bit of a curveball. I was not expecting this grand, beautiful building to belong to your family. I feel right at home.
Good. I thought you might like it here.
It's beautiful. I like to think that Gable's wearing his day outfit, which is like the most ostentatious, like relaxing coat with like a big coif.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll look at Bronson and be like, 2 ruffles. Interesting choice.
Oh, that is a perception check. Am I getting mother
Insight.
Insight, that's fair.
17? I catch an eyeball looking at the ruffles. Oh shit. Was I supposed to do 2 or was I supposed to do 4?
Oh, no, it's fine, Bronson.
I'm talking in my head. How do you know what I'm doing?
I can read your expressions rather well.
I'm ruffle insecure.
Well, you don't need
You
to
look
be. It's
amazing.
charming. It's jaunty.
Well, I can handle the ruffles. The V seems a little deep.
I
No,
think you're
fucking
supposed to have an undershirt.
It's an
Did you
inch
not
from my
have an
navel.
undershirt?
No, we don't wear undershirts. You're probably one of those people that sleep with your boxers on, aren't you?
Yes. Yep, you got me. What can I say?
Like, yeah, the
dwarf would ever sleep
campsite.
with an undershirt
Wait.
and boxers.
Are you sleeping naked at campsites, Bronson?
He is.
Well, I think we need to retcon that whole sleep.
How have I not noticed this? I thought you were wearing a brown shirt.
It's because
She looks at the hair, looks at him, and goes, "Oh no!"
This whole time.
This whole time, the whole time.
That's two Doubtfire references in the same way.
Turns out the Sasquatch of the Forgotten Realms is actually just Bronson.
Sleepwalking.
The Squatch of Swindletown.
He's been
think he
sighted.
looks
He's been
lovely.
sighted.
Oh my god.
That's a side quest for us. Is like, oh, we've heard that the Sasquatch has been around. He seems to be in the same area as we are. Let's just investigate.
We must put this monster down before it hurts anyone.
Anyways, I think you look handsome, Bronson.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's quite a nice look.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So as you guys are...
What?
I'm just wondering what a versus a means.
That's a. I don't know. I don't know what a versus a means.
I can't
Oh,
trust
you
a
were-
man who doesn't eat chorizo, and I get my breakfast.
Damn.
Spicy this morning.
Yeah, not just the sausage.
Right, it is spicy, but it's pleasantly spicy, in which we wish you could enjoy it, but apparently you can't.
Look, they say that people who are more susceptible to spices just have a more delicate and refined palate.
Mm.
That's what my mom always said.
Yeah, Bishop's just delicate.
Yeah, I'm just delicate.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Milk toast. Rawr.
Well, I think I've been attacked enough at breakfast here. I think I might go for a ride.
Oh, this French toast is wearing me out with so much cinnamon. Oh.
God damn.
Bronson, I invite you into my home and you start insulting my friends? That's not very gentlemanly of you.
I'm the one who was. Never mind.
A ride sounds lovely. Does anyone else want to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can show you the grounds.
Done.
Sounds wonderful. And we do have to check out your bedroom later, though, because as a tour. Because yesterday Bronson said we should look at like the high school bedroom and where is Clarence these days? I get up, I leave. Nope, this is a butler's
recovery.
pantry.
You're just open the door to the kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry.
I stare at the
There's
canister.
16 people in there.
I stare at a canister next to the door on the way out, and I look at the 4 to 5 different paracels that are there, and I try to match up the best one that I can, and I will emerge with a parasol over the top of my double and ruffles.
I have never wanted fan art more.
There's
than
been
this
a
moment.
lot of art that's been a lot of good moments lately.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and I got the I have the definitely like the velour like high waters that go with this. Like oh, 100%. I got like my shoes have the little buckle on the top.
Yep.
oh.
Yep, of course they do.
Shoes with heels.
With,
Uh-huh,
I walk with a little bit of a satyr gait on this. I'm like,
Soot runs upstairs and gets changed into like equestrian gear and then meets everybody at the stable.
It's a horse girl. I should have known a long time ago. This all checks out.
She's got the riding crop and like the tight pants that come up to her waist and like a flowing shirt.
And you can
Ready
see the continued work that's been happening on Richard's stable / enclosure that several of the attendants have been working on because they didn't have a place to store an owlbear, and were specifically requested to keep him separate from all the horses. So, your staff, not really carpenters, so they're doing their best to just build this enclosure, and it's underway, but people are definitely, and there's definitely an air of a little bit of nervousness about having an owlbear around from just the general servants. But anyway, you make your way to the stables, and Clarence is there, as well as however many horses that your family has, which I'm assuming is probably a lot.
At least 8.
At least 8. There's at least 8 other horses here, plus the ones you rode in on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wow.
She'll go greet all of them by name.
Hey, LB, what are their names?
All
I
8
was
of
just
them.
gonna ask the same question.
All 8 of them? Okay, we got Brandy and I'm trying to think of all the dogs I groomed today. Kenobi, Camilla, and Cody. Buddy. And Sir Lucian and Jordan.
That's 7.
One more.
And Cubby.
Oh,
Beautiful horses.
So I have a question. Why is one of them given the title of Sir and the rest are just names?
Well, I named that one
Oh, right.
when I was
He's
like
not
6.
actually a knight.
He might be. He was in my fantasy mind. He rode into battle with kings and queens. And now he's old.
Yes.
And he
Quite a
likes to
war
graze.
horse.
He's a pinto.
Gable will bow before Sir Lucian. An honor to make your acquaintance, Lord.
The solution to all of our problems. You get it?
No, that was perfect.
Very clever. I never thought of that, and I've owned him for a long time. Well, saddle up, boys.
Yeehaw.
I look at the verticality to all of these horses, and I'm looking for the shortest, but I'm also holding out hope that there might be maybe a donkey,
some kind of pony or something.
Yeah.
What would be of all of your horses? Which would be the shortest?
I mean, there's absolutely could be a donkey. There's a donkey named Flash.
I look over at Flash. We're gonna have a good time today, Flash. I don't mind rolling animal handling on this donkey.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on. Dr. Doolittle. 24.
Wow.
Me and
Damn.
Flash.
Immediate bond. This is, you didn't know that you may have a donkey as a soulmate there, Bronson, but, maybe you do. This could be your forever donkey.
And I got my forever donkey. I got that big ass Goodberry out. That thing's just stained. He's got a big hunk of the skin over his teeth. Well, he eats just like me.
I'm to make a marker to gift that.
Yeah. The combination of the sound and the visual of that.
I want to try it.
I didn't need to
myself,
sleep
but the
tonight.
internet. Yeah, the internet will keep it forever if I do it.
That's how that
Come on,
works.
Clarence. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's continue this weird Bridgerton episode of this D&D campaign.
Yeah, I'll take them on a ride around the facilities. There's the spot where we grow all of the vegetables and fruits. There's like fruit trees that have like limes and lemons, and there's an avocado tree, and then we kind of ride to where the lake is. That has a dock that goes out that has a rope swing and a tree that is by it. There's there's like a area a little bit closer to the house on the other side that has it wouldn't be a tennis court, a squash court.
I mean, they're all the same.
Pickleball. Yeah. And then on the side of the house is an open area that kind of attaches to the ballroom that has tiling outside where people will congregate. There's like a little railing to it that goes around. That's kind of just for outside events and stuff.
Is there potentially a groundskeeper that appears to look like old Greg anywhere?
I hope not.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one up to you, LB. I'm not gonna take responsibility for old Greg being part of your house.
No, but Kevin is there. Kevin the Minotaur is out there.
Oh, that's right.
Ew, Kevin the Minotaur.
Yep. You just have a Minotaur.
Uh-huh.
No, he works here. They don't have him.
He got out of the maze.
That's what I meant.
Get with the times.
That I'm well aware of what I meant, and what you heard were completely different things.
All right, just as long as you're aware of that.
Hi, Kevin.
Bishop, go enjoy some red pepper flakes and leave me alone.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, okay. You guys get a little bit of luxury, and all of a sudden you become jerks. See, I didn't want it to change our friendship at all, then you guys seeing all this stuff.
Darling,
It's okay. They're just mad that I don't know. I can't eat spicy food. I don't know why.
Hold up, Flash, come on. He's got a mind of his own. I'll be back.
The world's fastest donkey.
That's why he's called a Flash.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet he'd win a couple donkey shows if they were ever put on.
There's a couple events that happen around here, but I've never heard of a donkey show before.
I can't say I have either.
First time for everything.
Nope. Just no.
Yes.
Why don't we put one on?
I was involved with none of this joke, Ted.
Yeah, honestly, Robert, I'm a little surprised and also impressed that you were not involved in that joke at all.
I ride to the lake.
Turns out that's where old Greg is.
In the lake, of course. Makes as much sense as everything else.
The lady of the lake. Could you learn to love me?
Want to drink some Baileys from a shoe?
Bishop, you know that we're just messing with you, right?
Of course, yeah. No, I'm not offended.
See, so we're friends.
I'm offended by the way you said friends, but otherwise.
No, it's not you. It's not you. He struggled to say it with me as well.
It's not a word I use frequently, but I feel it is applicable here as that.
If you're not comfortable with friends, you could call it something else.
We call it big picks last and dodgeball energy back home, but you know.
Wow, just a drive-by on the donkey.
Whoa.
No, it's fine. I need to be more accustomed to being around people who seem to care, so.
Oh, we're glad you're here. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is quite wonderful. He'll find a spot in the outdoor courtyard-ish area, and he'll just sit and just kind of take it in a little bit. I haven't been in a setting like this in quite some time. It's quite beautiful, Soot.
Thank you. I contributed some of the greenery. Some of the random animals you'll see on the farm, on the grounds.
It's quite beautiful.
What would you say is the most exotic thing you have here on the farm?
Well, now an owl bear.
You
We
say?
used to have a unicorn, but we were told we can't keep those, so we had to give it away.
That seems fair. They're awful intelligent.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I spoke to him, he was cool with it, but like, yeah, it was probably not the best choice. Anyways, there's quite a few little like different kinds of birds, and there's something I can't remember what I picked up when I was a kid that's in the lake, but we talked about it last week, and I don't remember what it was. A groper, something.
It's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Is it old Greg?
Maybe it was. Old Greg the Groper?
Yeah.
I particularly remember Greg the Groper being.
I'm old Greg. This is unhinged. All right.
Oh
If you like old Greg's place, I got all things out of nice.
Greg the Groper.
You mean a grouper?
A grouper, that's it. It's a type of fish, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it propagated pretty big because we had a lot of grouper sandwiches growing up.
Yes. Okay. That makes good sense.
I mean, there's a giant bat that lives in the woods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't come out during the day. His
That
name
makes
is
good
Bruce.
sense. Oh.
Oh, God fucking damn it.
I pull out my complimentary Soot Estate fan.
Yeah.
And, even with this parasol, it's a hot one out here.
It's 10 degrees cooler in the shade.
I won't pass that up. I got some honey crisps that I picked here when Flash took off on the other way. If anybody wants some fresh apples.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yes, Clarence certainly will.
Fresh apples.
Fucking love Honeycrisp. Well, is there anything you guys want to do today? I mean, we have to prepare for the party, but that's not till later.
Yeah, maybe. Gable, you not like apples?
They're delicious. I'm just saving it for later.
Fair enough.
Oh,
All right.
maybe you would like one of the other delicious apple things that they procured here on the state. And I pull out a jug of good old-fashioned hard cider, unfiltered.
Are we starting
I got
early?
that from Greg over there. Not Groper Greg, but a different Greg.
Oh my God, this fucking game.
Yeah, hit me, baby. All right, let's go for it.
So fucking.
Are you guys getting sauced before the dinner party? Is that the plan?
Might I suggest a good old-fashioned day drinking?
Just a little bit. We still want to be presentable for all my neighbors. I don't want you. I mean, like, you guys are fun when we're drunk, but like, it is a high society party, so.
Yeah. Well, Ted, we do get 3 for free, so.
That's true.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
if we like lay it out over a time period, we can have for as many as we wanted. Because you know, 1 an hour, right?
Sure. Yeah,
Sure.
that's the thing. We'll say. Why not? I mean, it is, so sure. Okay.
Deep fee.
Oof. All right.
And that was wild.
We're on our shit tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, can you come pick me up, please? I'm having a weird time in Soot's house.
They keep talking about some guy named Greg and that I shouldn't go near him.
Old Greg?
Well,
Anyway.
Home now.
if you guys want, we could go check out. We could see my room.
Absolutely.
My rock collection's in there, so.
Sounds delightful. And in Gable's head, he's gonna be like, "Of course, she has a rock collection."
That's how I started this game. Damn it! That's how I'm gonna end this game. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Stable the horses.
Sure, and you make your way back in. We'll say that you know, in the process of coming back in and heading back to your room, that one of the servants or attendants will kind of give you the heads up, you know, about, you know, who's coming, people that you might know, and the time frame and all that kind of stuff. So,
Okay. That's awesome. Okay, you guys are gonna love the people who are coming. You're gonna love at least 3 of them. I don't know about the siblings. They're a little. I was told they're weird. I don't really talk to them. So, anyways, you'll meet them all later.
Sounds wonderful.
There will be a dame in attendance.
Ooh.
Like not a lady, like an actual dame.
Oh.
As a rank.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Also, I think this is a great opportunity for us to push Tilvertons.
Oh, beautiful. So smart.
Business opportunity, of course.
I'm gonna lean in and whisper to Bishop. Is that like a great dame?
No. It's like a duke or a lord. A dame. It's a title for a person who owns a certain amount of property gifted by a higher ranking noble
Oh,
beyond them.
oh, is that like a
Hey.
not like a tabaxi or something? A Great Dane?
Not a dog person. Hey, hey.
Can we keep this between ourselves? I
Bronson.
understand.
Bronson? Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Just like the water fountain. I mean the bidet. Yeah.
Yes, it's a bidet. It is not a water fountain. I can't stress it highly enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy, I actually died a little bit. Oh.
Hey, did Gable eat breakfast with everybody?
Gable?
Can I roll to see if I noticed if Gable ate breakfast with everybody?
I don't know the answer to that question, so I guess you can go ahead and make the roll, and then I will let Cujo tell me what happens.
Natural 1. Fuck. Never mind. I couldn't possibly notice anything about anyone ever.
Oh my god.
Did you guys see there were 16 people in the kitchen?
So
What are they
on
all
brand.
doing in
They
there?
roasted so hard.
God.
The chorizo is hot. The tea is delicious. I'm having a great day. Nope, never mind. Hey, Cujo, I'd love to know more about your backstory or what's been happening lately. But no,
Not today.
not right
You can,
now.
like, ask later. If you've
I
got something
try
on the brain,
again
like,
later.
He
Yeah.
doesn't notice anything's wrong.
Yeah.
Can't tell you otherwise.
Matter of fact,
All I saw was
Bronson's
you-
next to Cujo going, oh, how about those chorizo and eggs? Runs right through you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So delicious.
Anyway,
That is
Let's,
so on
let's head
fucking brand
upstairs.
for Jake. I love it so much.
when I pitched my character to Ted, I was like, I want to be like a suave investigator type.
Yep.
And looking into like paranormal stuff, and we've seen how that's gone. It's
Yeah,
been like this the whole time.
The whole time.
Faye,
It is
the-
just a +1.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but I rolled a natural one.
I know.
we were going for like Spike Spiegel was like a kind of vibe I think he was kind of going for.
Yeah,
And we're ending up more like a less culinarily advanced Shaggy. Is kind of where we're ending up.
I think he's plenty culinarily advanced.
Oh, see, 'cause I'm seeing like a dumb version of Benoit Blanc from Knives Out.
Oh yeah,
Like just flat out stupid, never solved a crime.
believes
all right.
all the things that everybody else is saying when he's like, no, that's just stupid. That's why that doesn't work. And I was like, oh, that just makes perfect sense. I get it.
That is a brilliant idea.
Oh man. Ugh.
We haven't even got to the party yet.
I know.
All right, we go up to the room.
Okay, you go
Okay.
to Soot's room.
So Soot's room is fairly large. It's probably like 15 feet by 15 feet. And there's a big 4-poster bed with drapings around it. Her room is very frilly, very girly. There's trinkets, there's horses and like a bunch of like animals. She's got a bunch of stuffed animals on her bed. There's a large fireplace in her room, like that takes up like half of one of the walls. And in front of it is a couch, and you can see that the couch has like bedding rolled on it, like that has been folded. And it seems like she sleeps there sometimes, and they know that. But yeah, this big fireplace is mahogany. There's like etchings in it. It's like very ornate. There's a clock on it. That's kind of the centerpiece of the room.
Darling, I have been to several noble estates in my lifetime. This takes the cake as being one of the most beautifully decorated I've ever seen.
Thank you. I decorated this one myself, though the fireplace was already here.
It's still quite beautiful. I find it very charming.
Thanks.
That's adorable.
And this is my rock collection. And she goes over to a wardrobe and she pulls it open, and like she pushes it and it kind of opens itself, and inside it's like layers on layers of shelves, and there's lighting in there somehow magically. There are rocks covering every side. Every space is filled. There's gemstones in the back that are like, diamonds and quartz and emeralds and sapphires of every color. And she's just like, ta-da!
Yeah, so I would say Bronson as a dwarf and with the knowledge of stones and gemstones and things like that, and Gable as a rogue. This is a small fortune in and of itself. This is what happens if somebody who likes to collect rocks and gemstones has, fuck you money and could just buy whatever they want. And that's what this could finance many adventures, just what's in this wardrobe.
Well then.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thanks.
I haven't seen a cache like that since my Aunt Jean's Beanie Baby collection.
I haven't seen a cache like that.
This one's my favorite. And she pulls out like a piece of jade that has been carved into a dragon, and it's like ornate and very delicate, and it's like probably the size of her hand.
Oh, the workmanship.
And you just find these? You source them out?
Yeah, sometimes my parents bring them back for me. This one's from
Aha.
Huh.
Where's that?
It's really far south.
Okay.
Massive deserts and stuff like that.
Sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's
It's
We're gonna
sight
have
to
to
behold.
find you some more rocks. Yeah.
Gable in his head is like, she's a friend. She's a friend. Don't steal from the friend. Don't steal from your friends. It's stunning.
Thanks.
Absolutely stunning.
Does not feel like the person who was buying buckets of rocks from the miners' exchange when you think about back to what things were like in the first couple episodes. So,
Yeah, definitely opening Gable's eyes a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um,
I could get used to all these red flags. Oh, shit. I said,
Yes, we did hear that.
damn it.
So, what was the first rock you got from this collection?
from this collection, ooh, this one. And she pulls up this like little like round rock that has been cleaned and tumbled, and it has a little fossil in it, like a little swirly fossil. And she's like, I found this one by the lake. I think I was 3, and this is what really started my love of rocks.
Ah,
Hmm.
that's beautiful.
There's a fossil in it.
Do you
Yeah.
have a f-
I think this one's my favorite. I point over and it's just a normal piece of creek gravel, but it's got 2 googly eyes. Hot glue gun.
Ah, that's Marcel.
Marcel. I like Marcel.
Googly eyes in a fantasy setting.
Bronson in the corner, like shaking it so the googly eyes move?
Can you
I
imagine?
wouldn't
being
be
a full adult?
surprised if there's a trinket that is that on my tables. A rock with googly eyes. I'm gonna search googly in the trinket list and see if it comes up.
You just name that thing Marcel from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy
Yeah.
little rock.
So that's it. This is my room. Feel free to look around if you want. Raid my Nether's drawer. I don't know what you guys do.
Not that.
I certainly wouldn't do that. Bishop, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to go look at your dresses because this closet is huge.
Yes.
And he'll like move through the dresses and you can he'll pick one up. It's a lot smaller. Like, you as a child, I presume. It's very
Yes, I was a
frilly.
child at some point.
Yeah. Mhm. Charming. It's very frilly. We're gonna put that back here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
9
going to be
hours
wearing
of-
this evening?
I don't know. They were gonna pick. I usually let my dressers pick out stuff for me because I don't really care. Probably something corseted and bustled. It's usually the way to go.
You're sighing at the end of each of those words.
I mean, you guys know I like getting dirty and riding horses and stuff. Like, this was never really my favorite part of living here.
That's fair. I mean, it's a lot to maintain fashion and keep up with everybody around. It's obviously an important part of maintaining business connections and, relations with
Mhm.
neighbors, but I imagine it gets exhausting.
Yeah. But, it's part of life. And I was always like the quirky kid. So I was like a commodity to the other ones. So they liked how, fun and like I would say random stuff. So I kind of played to my advantage. I didn't have to be
Sure.
like prim and proper all the time.
Yeah, you must have had wonderful sleepovers here. And I mean, as a kid, the hide and seek in the house must have been beyond
For
reproach.
real.
Top tier.
Yeah. I mean, I used to play with my maids, but we don't have really like visitors and stuff. Like,
Hey, playing's playing, so that's good.
Yeah, and Sundance wasn't really allowed to stay over because his parents didn't really understand that I am a girl, but I not, I don't have to be.
Not exclusively.
Yeah.
Yes, that is. Well, I guess. I don't know. I don't have kids.
Yeah, I gotta
So-
keep the groupers out.
Especially the gropers out.
Mm.
Oh,
Bishop, you all right?
No, yeah, I just choked a little on my tea. It was the last sip. That's why it's empty now. No, I'm good. Yeah, for sure. So would we perhaps be able to get a tour of the kitchens?
Oh, yes.
I can
please.
ask. I don't. That's their. That's their room. I don't want to. The head chef is a little. I mean, he's super nice, but it's his space, so I can ask and we can see. Okay.
That would be
Yes,
wonderful.
chef.
Okay.
Delightful.
All right.
So does
Take
Soot
them down.
leave? Are you gonna? Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna bring them.
Oh,
with
I
him.
guess yeah.
Or do you leave?
If you
to
guys
go...
want to. Either way.
You tell me.
I'm not snooping. I'll follow.
All right.
I'll just give like a look of longing at that case where her rock collection is. It can never be. And then he'll turn and join the rest of the crew.
All right. Yeah, so you'll make your way down to where the kitchens are. And then I assume you're just gonna go in by yourself, or you're gonna bring everybody in together?
No, I'll go in by myself.
All right, yeah, you'll see it is in full work mode. There is a ton of different things going on as they're prepping for a variety of different meals, multiple courses, the kind of stuff that you're very familiar with. All these kind of high society situations. So there's a ton of things, and it's very busy right now. People are, directing, running back and forth. So it's definitely like they don't even see you at first because everybody's just in a tizzy working.
Chef?
And then you get like a very kind of abrupt what? And then like a oh, I'm so sorry, Lady Soot. What? There's definitely like the look of like I need to be doing things, but what can we do for you? Or do you need something? Are you hungry? Can we get you a snack or something?
No, I just wanted to see how things were going.
Just gestures at the chaos that is the kitchen right now. Busy. We have many guests coming and many meals to prepare.
Do you need any help? I have a couple friends who are pretty good at cooking.
And he there's a momentary second of consideration before he says, no, you and your guests are part of the party. You get to enjoy this. Don't worry not. We'll have this all taken care of. It's not a problem.
Okay. I was wondering maybe if before we leave tomorrow, my friends could have a tour of the kitchen when it's not so busy.
After the party, it would be fine.
Okay, cool. Thanks, you guys are all doing great. Thank you. She backs up out of the room, closes the door, and she's like, I'm sorry, I was too nervous to ask. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Makes total sense. Don't worry.
Smells so good in there, though.
It's amazing.
Oh, thank God. Bishop. Bishop.
What?
I need a tablecloth. I need a tablecloth.
Okay. I find a tablecloth carefully.
I've been holding my hands together, and I kind of extend them out just to show you. I have a pair of handcuffs. I didn't think they were real. I didn't think they were.
What?
Yeah, they're solid, and they're cutting. You can see they're stuck. Yes, I picked up something I shouldn't have picked up inside this room. Okay, I need to get these handcuffs off of them. Just put the tablecloth over me, please.
Yeah, sure. Wait. Can I try? I'm gonna lockpick them. I'm gonna do my best.
Real.
All right, go ahead and give me a thieves' tools check.
12.
We can't do this right here, right next to him. Just put the tablecloth on it.
Hey. All right, let's just okay, cool. I start holding your hands underneath the tablecloth. Let's just go this way.
I love the idea.
What do you want me
that
to
Soot and
do?
Art are staring at them as they.
You guys didn't play Ghost Hands when you were kids?
Of course, I am detecting a presence of.
It's like a Ouija board. Your breakfast nook is haunted.
It's a roll my performance for Ghost Hands.
A team performance check.
Yes, please.
It's a 4.
I rolled a 9. The tablecloth clearly falls off.
Oh my god!
Soot with a investigation check of 20 or an insight check of 20 glances down for a second and goes, "Oh my gosh, Gable, I have the coolest thing to show you in the ballroom. You guys won't like it. It's not that cool. You come with me real quick, okay?"
Sounds wonderful, darling.
Just walk out of the hallway like with your arm and my arm, and she's just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know how they found those. I thought they were hidden pretty well."
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I pull Bronson into the butler's pantry. I put the immovable rod against the door. I slap him across the face. What are you doing? You just look through people's rooms?
They were on the dresser. I thought the real ones were like the fuzzy cuffs. Matisse, it's cutting to my skin. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, God.
I can't even druid-craft my way out of this.
Yeah, I mean, they're not.
don't know,
I guess I have to ask you, LB, how these handcuffs that we found in your childhood bedroom, how advanced of a lock are we talking here? Are these just like
They can't be that advanced, man.
Dude, I don't
Normal manacles.
Then you're fine.
18, what the hell is going on in there?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, these. Yeah,
Oh my God.
we'll say that you're able to pick these locks.
I don't care if it's a 3.
You don't want me rolling for your wrists,
We always
buddy.
roll.
Here
We
we
live
go.
for this.
I'm fine.
Well,
Here we go.
all right.
15.
15 is the DC for base manacles to unlock them.
Perfect.
God, then we're gonna have to use the grease spell.
Hey, you behave. I'm keeping these, and I put them in my pocket.
Hello.
I remove the immovable rod and say, "Get your shit together."
Sorry. It's the deep V. It's got something into me.
I walk out. Shake my damn head.
Ghost
Oh
hands.
my god!
Oh, look at there.
Oh my
Zebra
god!
cake.
Ghost hands killed me.
Can we? Okay, so what
I
is
take a zebra cake out of the pantry.
what does that shirt look like? What does the ghost hands shirt look like? All right, so we have to. It's clearly a solid shirt with like a cloth ghost, but I don't know how you get the hands in there and then some sort of phrasing that's like, "We're playing ghost hands." What, you guys didn't play ghost hands or something like
Clearly,
that?
it's
Framing
you
it.
people
Hands is gonna
in a
be interpreted
bed.
very differently.
Yeah. It's like two parents in a bed talking to their kids, and they're like, both their hands are under the covers.
We'll
You
figure.
tried the stranger? Have you tried ghost hands yet?
Let's go to my parents' house. It's gonna be great.
I am worried for all of our sanity.
Oh.
We have to get through the dinner party this episode. It has to happen.
We can be at Soot's house for 10 weeks.
At this rate.
Playing it in real time. Here we go. All right, so we
Fast forward.
to the
Oh man! I tell you what, it looks. Bronson looks at the rest. Ghost hands really takes it out of you. It's.
I love you, buddy. I think I might go lay down in my room alone.
Well, suit yourself. I pour myself another apple brandy.
All right.
Hey, you be careful with those. That's 2.
Riddance.
Well, yeah. Do you go find after this fiasco, Soot and Gable as they were pulled into another room?
We get lost looking for him. Is this a third wine cellar?
Oh,
I don't understand. Why would I just have them connected?
you
My
know, I
reader's for
do.
the
I must
Chianti.
say, in this tour of your home, I do appreciate the 3 different wine cellars because you can never be too far from wine. In my
Right.
opinion.
One's reds, one's whites, because they have to be at different temperatures, right? And then the
course.
other one is rosés and champagne.
I agree.
Bronze
This
it down the
wine's
hall.
clearly
I
gone
found
bad.
the
It's pink.
rosés!
It's really sparkling wine because there's no champagne region of the Forgotten Realms. So, but anyway,
Your home is, while high end and upper scale, I will say it feels like a home
Mm-hmm.
more
I
than I
think
can say for other estates I've been to.
my parents built this place, so I mean, we didn't come from money. My parents, like after I was born, got the mine, and it was supposedly like haunted and like empty, but they found a big cache of coal, and it went really well, and then from there they expanded to different mines, and it really just kind of took off.
Well, it's impressive.
hmm I mean, I say after I was born. I mean after they got me.
Right. Well, if you would like my opinion,
Hmm?
I say you wear whatever you would like tonight. But understandably, there are people coming, you want to look presentable, so I understand that. But if I've learned anything, it's that there's nothing that beats comfort.
I just want my boobs to be like up to here.
Yes.
That's really a staple.
Yes, no, I understand the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to. I'm not. That's more Bishop's area of expertise, not my own. But
Oh, I think Bronson wants to fuck you. I did the math. We played Never Have I Ever, and he mentioned something about like, oh, is that what you want to do? You figure out you want to fuck somebody, and I was like, do you want to fuck one of us? And then he didn't say anything, and I don't think it's me because he treats me like more like a buddy, and then maybe it's Bishop, but I don't think Bishop swings that way. It has to be you, right? He is a furry.
The math checks out.
I
We're
walk
not
out
there,
of the
but it
cellar at
does.
just this time, and I look over at Gable and I go, "Should we go with 2 bottles of rosé or 1?"
I don't know.
All right, we'll go for 2.
Right. Huh.
I just know you like them hairy, so I thought maybe.
What did you? This is awkward.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Your the ballroom is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's cherubs and cloud motif, and there's mirrors everywhere. That's my favorite part, the mirrors.
Right.
I like the chandelier.
I
Oh,
fill up
yeah.
a giant red wine glass with a solid 18 ounces of rosé.
Jesus.
Oh,
man.
I know Bishop's checking out, but bottoms up, and he hands you the massive fishbowl. What are these? The rosé glasses? And
They are now.
I look at the clock.
It's like, we'll say it's like, after all this shenanigans, we'll put it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
man, prime time.
Yeah, because dinner parties don't start at dinner time. They start early, and then they kind of...
Mm-hmm. I had Soot her fishbowl, and I go, is there any way that they could, I know they got it's a big party going on, but maybe we get some, a little app blitz going on, maybe little
What?
finger foods,
Oh, right now?
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know if that's something I could put in, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go find somebody for that. She's gonna find one of the staff and ask if we could have some snacks, something that's not too involved, just like girl dinner. Just throw it on a plate.
Sure. Yep. Get you girl dinner because they don't want to ruin it, and they also don't want to belabor the cooking staff. Can you roll me a percentile, please, LB?
Me? Yeah.
Yes, a trinket was donated for you.
Thank you. Trinkets. I love trinkets. 100.
No shit, really?
Shit, yeah.
Okay. So, you oh, okay. One of the one of the attendants who is he was out running errands that day to, or a week ago, because to find a shop that it takes a while and they got to get back. And they're like, oh, Lady So, we didn't know that you would be here. We were just out and we saw something that we thought you would like at one of the local markets, so we bought it, and we thought it might be something you could add to your collection.
Oh, okay.
And it is a scimitar that's made out of obsidian that does fire damage instead of piercing damage, and it can function as a druidic spellcasting focus.
What the fuck?
100 on all the trinket tables are basically a true magic item if you manage to get 100 on the tables.
Fucking awesome.
Not like crazy broken magic items, but like a cool thing. So,
what are you talking about? It's awesome.
Well, there you go.
Holy
Anderson, is that you?
Well, I heard you might like rocks, so I was like, wow, send rocks to the rock child. Could you roll me a percentile as well, Jake?
I am so glad we don't have our art yet, because that needs to be
Yeah.
Oh my god.
that's getting attached.
I just looked up a scimitar, and there's one that's a Hellfire scimitar, which I'm just going to customize. But I also saw a scimitar of warning, and I thought it said warming, and I was like, oh, this must do fire damage. It's like, oh, that's not what it is.
Different thing.
It's just, the handle constantly is like hand warmers, warm.
Yeah. Grouper, groper, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, tomato.
Pajama.
Callback.
What you get, Jake?
I got a 60.
A 16?
Attacked from 660.
60. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I've just misunderstood.
That's okay, buddy. We love you just the same.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you said 60, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, this is a dark blue candle whose flame does not burn when touched.
Cool.
They're not all winners, folks. I don't know what you want. Sometimes it's a little cat, a little Happy Meal toy. Sometimes it's a badass scimitar. What do you want?
Hey, gotta have many options.
That's right. 16 was way more fitting. I don't know why it wouldn't make a lot of sense for you to have it in Soot's house, but either way.
Hey, we'll get it someday.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Whew.
thank you, chat,
All
for the
right.
donations of channel points for the trinkets. We appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, they come back with girl dinner for you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you guys are able to have snacks, and then, I mean, I don't want to fast forward anything because I don't. There's so much gold happening right now. I don't want to jump ahead in time at all. But I feel like at some point we have to accelerate ourselves towards the dinner party.
All right. I do want to talk to Stanley, the butler,
Yeah.
and see if there's any extra special rules for a dinner party versus just dinner.
Oh, I see. Like, interesting. And well, Stanley will come. Will when you pull Stanley aside, he'll kind of tell you that there's obviously going to be a bunch of other nobles here.
Mhm.
In a variety, from a variety of stations. Some people are very, traditional old money kind of types. So,
Very
uh,
good.
some are a little sketchy.
Okay.
It is what it is. But he says that it started when Soot was little, and it's kind of just become like a fun thing that they do at these dinner parties. Is the Feldspars like to hold a series of little kind of event style games amongst the dinner party that people get. I mean, they're a bunch of rich people, so that's bragging rights, but also like little fun rewards for the people who win. So, like, bring your
All
uh,
right.
bring your A
Maybe.
game.
All right. Cool. Fantastic, Stanley. I appreciate that.
He says, "Of course, that's what I'm here for."
Do I tip you?
And he says, "No, you don't have to. I'm paid quite
Okay.
well.
Hey,
Thank you."
good. Hey, I'm glad. You're working hard, and I appreciate everything you do. I think I'm gonna go get ready.
All right. So he'll just let you go get ready for I guess we'll fast forward till we get closer to dinner party time.
Unless other people have things they'd like to do.
Yes, that's true.
I'm looking over at Gable and judging him as we're playing the version of Risk on the Sword Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pick Icewind Dale. All you're ever going to do is back yourself into a corner.
I believe I always have a winning strategy when I start with Icewind Dale. You can judge my decisions all you like.
Icewind Dale, one step closer to Luskin.
Oh.
You have to take over Luskin to take over the rest of.
For me, I always start with Leyland and spread my wings.
What a surprise.
I just see Boulder's Gate.
I sassily look back over at Gable and start a weem away, a weem away, a weem away. The lion sleeps tonight as I move my pieces over closer to his.
Gable's gonna take a long drink of wine as that song is referenced. Considering
Bronson. Let's not talk about lions. These 5 are dead, by the way. Gives them back to Bronson. Well, yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
We need to come up with a name. People are going to ask us what our adventuring name is.
I leave that to you all. I'm impartial.
Well, you get a vote if you're not going
of
to put a name
course.
forward. I mean, if you're not
Sure.
clever enough to come up with something, that's okay too.
All right, I detected
if you
that
want to be
sass.
Bronson's Cubs, just let me know.
All right, I come down fully dressed at this point, ready to go.
You look awesome.
Thank you. Yes.
Glorious.
Well, ready to go. It's good to be ready early.
No, I don't have.
Stanley,
anything
Stanley
to
said
give you
guest-
shit with. You,
Yeah, thank you.
You look good.
I appreciate that. You know, it's better to say nothing and be thoughtful than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
You're so
Interesting
wise.
timing, but sure.
Sure.
I gotta have a beautiful mind moment where you can see it. You can see the computer slowing down in my brain. Shit. Let's go with it.
What-
Yeah. Mhm.
What about the pride?
Ooh,
Hmm.
I like that. For what?
Oh, for our group name.
Oh, that sounds good. Because he's the
I
lion
like
of
it.
Leyland and you're a cat.
You are your
Wow.
deductive reasoning is out of this world.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So it could be a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a
I'm here for it.
fan
You're
of
sly.
cats?
Sure.
You're
Why
sly
not?
like a cat.
I'm sly like a cat.
I pretend to be a cat.
And
What?
anyway, I don't think I'm ready yet. And I walk back out.
Oh, I gotta go get dressed, guys. It's gonna take me like an hour. Okay. If you guys need anything, just ask for help. Everyone's here for you, and have fun. Don't touch my pieces. She walks out.
Gable and Bronson are left at the risk game. Just like, yes, I mean, you shouldn't mess with her pieces, Bronson.
What does that even mean? Ridiculous.
Hmm.
Anybody's gonna be messing with her pieces, Bishop. He doesn't know it yet, but
Oh,
well,
I believe
good
he
luck with his
does. He just
handcuffs.
doesn't want to admit it yet.
Practically fashion magazine material. So, shall we fight for Luskin? It's the
Sure.
only two pieces. We have both. We both have 49% of the board.
Yes.
We just keep going back and forth on Luskin.
Yeah.
Luskinites.
This,
Both
this is
trying
the
to
only.
lose.
This is the only instance where people want Luskin.
Yeah, you won the game. I can't compete with that. Keep Luskin. It's all yours.
I'm so delighted to have Luskin. Even the you see, even as it's marked on the board, it's scuffed. It's even the people who made the game know this town is bullshit.
Oh, I pour us a refill on those rosés.
You're gonna have to start making Constitution saving throws, dude.
Bring it on.
Oh
I
boy.
fear no beer.
That seems accurate. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I just out of curiosity, how does Gable feel about the party potentially naming themselves after what a group of lions are called? Because you're like, whatever you say, and then they're like, hey, how about that? And and then you might just
I
have
didn't
to
think about it till tonight.
He is. He's pondering on how to bring it up.
Well, nothing
Like-
has been said officially in front of a bunch of nobles as of yet, so you may need to think about that before it's brought up in front of a bunch of people with a lot of pull.
I have an idea. And he'll raise the glass of rosé that he kind of tastes. Why not the revelry?
Revelry.
We're rambunctious enough. We have a lot of fun. We laugh, but we also bring joy-ish to people we assist.
I like that too. That makes a lot of sense.
Just a thought. Not quite. I don't want to dampen any spirits, but I don't know about the pride per se.
Yeah, that could get a little weird, couldn't it?
Oh, Yes, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I feel like things are already sort of strange in their own way enough that, adding on another layer reminding of
Yeah, we don't need. I mean, I have my flowing blonde hair, but last thing I would ever want is somebody to come around asking you where your mane went, and I think that's horrible.
I could just say it all went to you.
Let's see. The relevancy.
So
The
close.
relevancy.
You know what? Even the relevancy sort of works.
And I get up with my glass and go, fuck you, Luskin. To the relevancy.
Cut to 5 minutes later, we're all dunking Bronson in an ice bath. Like, hey, come on, dude.
Huh.
What
Just
is
lay
going
on hands him. It's
Yeah.
fine.
He uses 1 hit point for every slap.
Oh.
That'd actually be a funny way to do that.
-1 damage from my slaps.
You feel better after them.
Oh, that was a nat 1. I could
Yeah.
feel your wrist break on that one. Oh,
That's
How is your face coarser than your hands?
I should have used a parasol more often back home.
I'm gonna go get ready. Give me some time. I'm sure I'll be back down here to finish kicking your ass. And he'll disappear into his room for a little bit.
saying, chat has some great name options.
This is true.
They're all yours.
I didn't stutter. I said they're great names. They could be made by me. I'm just throwing it out there. It'd be the Peckers. It'd be great. Just after your owlbear friend,
Who's
great.
no longer with us.
Yeah, well,
Bronson peeks his head up. Is somebody clipping their nails?
You heard that too, right? It's not just me.
It's me. I'm messing with magnets. I don't know why.
It absolutely sounds like somebody clipping their nails.
Bishop. No.
I just like to keep them short. I'm nervous. Anyway.
Gable, as Gable's in his room and he's looking at his outfit, he's going to look at the glass of rosé that he still has and try and taste it again.
Sure. I'm not gonna make you make a check to taste things, so you do your thing.
He's going to look at himself in a mirror. Keep it together for just one night. Whatever's happening, we'll figure it out.
The mirror talks about. I'm just kidding. The mirror's like, yeah, we will figure it out. And then it's one of those and it like reaches out and it's choking you, and it cuts back and you're choking yourself. Like, what's happening?
Even the paralysis demons over here since they're wild.
Even they're rich. But no, he'll get ready and just kind of try to keep his mind right.
All right. Well, I think time has arrived as the party may or may not have a name, reconvenes in the main kind of hall for the guests to arrive as we start this dinner party. Now, again, you're all kind of briefed on the general consensus. It'll be like the guests will arrive, there'll be light conversation, there'll be kind of like a cocktail hour, drinks, small foods, wandering about courtyards and out in kind of the garden where it kind of took you earlier, before things kind of start to come into more of a formal dinner. And then again, you're all briefed that potentially throughout this there may be a series of different kinds of little fun games and events, because this is a thing that Soot's parents did from when she was little and didn't want to be stuck still in all these fancy dinner parties. They added fun little game things, and it just kind of stuck to this day. And then like it's actually kind of one of the things that the neighbors look forward to when they have these dinner parties, is that fun little kind of tchotchkes and things that they can win, and you know, stuff like that, bragging rights, and you know, being able to rib other people that I won X and you lost whatever, that kind of thing. So as you all are waiting, you'll see a handful of different people. Really, it's going to be, I think I'm just going to keep it to 5 probably, that will show up. And these are the ones that you all kind of know about, that we talked about, LB. So you'll see, I guess it's a family, but you'll see kind of a family come walking in, an older gentleman and his kind of older wife, and a couple of, you know, kids, maybe around Soot's age or so. They come walking in shortly after. They're followed by a solitary female figure, kind of older woman, very kind of stern features, very broad shoulders, seemingly someone that might be quite strong. And we'll go with 3 halfling siblings. You can tell very clearly that they are all related. They are all in and again, I guess I should talk about attire, right? The kind of family that came in, very traditional kind of period style clothing that would be appropriate, but it's all just, you know, again, very classical style look for, you know, the husband and the wife and the kids, all very traditional. The solitary woman, it is very kind of simple, kind of nicer looking linen clothes, but very kind of simple. The 3 halfling siblings, it is a little more modern looking than you would expect. We are talking pinstripe like suits, big gold chains, kind of like not as deep a V as Bronson was rocking, but a couple buttons open on the shirts. And then there is also a dwarf woman as well, who's just kind of wearing she is again more simple kind of clothing, but adorned with a lot of precious metals, kind of a lot of very kind of over the top gold jewelry and things like that. And they're kind of all, there's kind of like a receiving line, as it were, as people are coming in. So you are kind of with your party at the end of the line, so you can see as these people are coming in who they are, and you're able to potentially give any kind of information you want to your friends before these people arrive.
Yeah, so as the first group comes in, she's like, this is the Merewood family. They have like forest lands, and they raise they do like lodging and hunting and stuff like that. They're pretty formal, and like they're friendly, but in their own way. So they're nice though. Just, you know, they have, they do like rare herbs and stuff, so you might want to talk to them about like medicinal plants and stuff. That's a good talking point with them.
Yes. I don't know anything about medicinal plants.
So you know herbs. You know herbs though, right?
That's true. Yes, if they also do herbs and spices, we'll make it through.
And then that's Dame Willow Run. She is a retired knight. and she's awesome. She always likes to see the animals I bring in. She's my favorite. And then so we have a harvest festival. This really isn't that important, but she always wears her armor, and it's so cool. And then those are the Bramblebush siblings. They're okay. They have an orchard and like they have really good fruits and stuff. But they like to drink and stuff. But they're a little. I was told to stay away from them as a kid. I don't know why, because I stayed away from them. So that's really all I know.
All right, fair enough.
All right, and you can hear them all being kind of announced as they're coming down the line and doing the whole receiving, and you'll hear that the dwarf woman is announced as Greta Stonefist. That name doesn't ring any bells with you, Soot, but she's also here. And they come down, and eventually they'll make their way down to all of you. And it's basically, this isn't any kind of like, it's basically like a nod and a handshake and kind of a hello, not really much of talking. That's going to be more for the mingling of what happens during the cocktail hour. Mm-hmm. But you can definitely tell that the Muirwood family, kind of Elbin Muirwood is the sort of patriarch of the family. He comes down, and we'll say, just for whatever purpose, because it makes sense to me, that Bishop, you're first for some reason in this line, this receiving line. And he reaches out for a handshake and just, says like just a firm hello and reaches out for that handshake.
Of course, I'll give him a nice firm handshake and I'll say, an absolute pleasure to meet you.
And you can see this is the kind of guy, he is 100% judging you on that handshake. Like, this is like a big deal to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's that kind of, he's old school. So
sure. Best foot forward.
Right. And then, his wife, she'll kind of curtsy, kind of bow, and the kids will shake your hand and move on. And you'll see as it comes, and then we'll get to as they make their way down the line, but I'm going to torture Jake for a little bit here. And Dame Willowrun definitely like pauses when she sees you, and you can tell she's very much like, this is a very discerning eye, like kind of looking you up and down, almost judging you immediately, like trying to size up your capabilities. Sure. And unlike most of the other noble females who have been doing kind of like bows and curtsies, she reaches out for a handshake.
All right, I'll give her a good handshake, and I'll give her a little bow as I do so, and I'll say, a discerning eye, I promise I don't bite.
You can roll me a d20 if you would, Jake.
Oh, okay. Is there anything attached, or just
a straight d20?
Oh,
no strings, just memories.
What you get?
Number one, baby.
Fucking,
I'm number one.
Fucking.
You know how like when you when you go in for a handshake and you're not like, sometimes you might try to adjust the pressure of your handshake based on the person you're handshaking, because you're like, this is clearly an older woman, an older human woman, and like you kind of go in with the like, I think this is firm enough, and she like almost crushes your fingers with how strong her grip is, and then you try to like re-up the pressure after the fact to like make up for it, and you don't because you rolled a natural 1. So, you know what I mean? And she just kind of like, and just lets go of your hand and moves on.
A pleasure. I'd lay on hands behind my back. Mm-hmm.
And
why is she so strong?
The 3 halfling siblings come over, and they kind of come as a group. And one of them has his hand in his pocket, and you can just hear he's got like gold coins jingling in that pocket, and he's kind of just moving them around with his hand in his pocket. And they're all just kind of like looking at you together, and they're like, and they just kind of walk past you. And and then the dwarf woman will just kind of give you a polite bow and move on. And that was my fun moment of torturing Jake, because I knew if I had him roll a d20, it would probably come up a 1. So
that's statistically unfair.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I love you, buddy.
I've rolled twice tonight.
Were there ones both times?
No, well, I did actually. We did ghost hands. I forgot. But my last 2 rolls were natural ones.
So yeah, a similar kind of situation will happen as it comes down the line, and you'll again. So when it gets to you, these similar greetings and things you'd expect from the people that you've known, some of them for most of your life.
Yeah.
Any particular interactions, having seen what happened to our good friend Bishop, that any of you would like to do with any of these people when you're given the opportunity to be introduced to them for the first time? I saw Robert making some eyes at some of these people, so I didn't know if there was any specific things he had in mind.
Oh, I will go up to the dwarven lady.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah.
And so, what high school did you go to?
And she's like, well, I wouldn't call it much of a high school, but I'd say I was more raised in the mines more than anything else.
Rockford, me too!
And she's like, what year did you graduate?
14, let's see, carry the one, I don't know, actually it was 1376.
Oh, yeah. Well, I graduated in 1373. I must have just missed you.
It's always the older girl. I remember you. I was a freshman on the lacrosse team at that time.
Oh, what a weird series of interactions this is going to end up being. I can already tell. All right. So
that was back when it was braiding me balls and.
How much has Bronson had to drink?
Quite a bit already, and I'm sure there's been I imagine you see you guys are get your shit together, Bronson, and you see the receiving line, but you off on one of the bookshelves behind a potted plant is a glass of wine that's people are coming down, everybody's just whoop, put it back, hide it behind there, kind of a thing.
Sleeper cell.
Soot will when she's receiving Dame Agatha, she's going to just do the quick hellos and good to see you, and then she's like, I have a new pet for you to see.
Oh?
It's very special, and it just arrived.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
Okay, I'll catch up with you later.
And then it'll and then I guess I'll pitch it to you there, Gable. Anything for you specifically?
I lean into Gable when she says that, and I point to Bishop. It's real bad.
Oh my god!
Why? She
You will
broke my
both
pinky.
An absolute delight to have at this party, but also you're going to bring the banners of this party crashing down, and I'm here for it.
Fuck the Luskanites.
Jesus Christ! So much hatred for Luskin. Jesus, Lathander Christ.
What a weird choice I didn't know would come back at me like this.
Yeah, right. Of all the places you could have picked, turns out Luskin was the worst / best one.
It's just become something we can agree on. Me and Gable have a lot in common.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That first guy who was super judgy.
Yeah.
On Bishop.
Yeah.
I'd like to approach him.
Okay.
And give my rating. Oh, fantastic party, don't you think?
Well, you know how these things are. Or maybe you don't, I'm not sure.
Oh, I've been around the block a few times. I've been to a party or two. Don't worry.
Well, it's just a neighborly thing to do.
Of course. Yes, it's so nice to come to a party, especially one such as this. I mean, this house is impeccably decorated.
It's a little more modern for my taste, but I do appreciate some of the art pieces and the landscaping.
Oh, come. Dust those cobwebs off and enjoy life a little bit. Come, look, there's a beautiful riding range outside. And he'll like deliberately spend time around this guy, making those like gentlemanly and courtly insults to his person and his interests as the night goes on.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, basically after this initial thing, it'll be kind of mingle time. As you guys have the opportunity to, Soot's parents will obviously be there as well, to mingle and chat with any of these people as you see fit. You've got probably an hour or two for this cocktail hour to hang out. They're rich; they can have a cocktail hour that lasts 2 hours. So,
Open bar, dangerous.
yeah, oh, that's true. It is. It is. There are servants coming around with all sorts of little finger food style like appetizer things, as well as an open bar.
Oh, so, Deborah, do you have question? His name is Matthew Lillard. Question
Anytime.
is what I'm looking for.
Lay on hands.
Question.
I'm gonna still right up.
Whoa, that thing. That's a shot.
You wouldn't by chance be talking about the rogue, would you?
Oh, never heard of him. More of a paladin guy myself.
Right. How quaint.
They're both very tasty and have great notes.
Ooh.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Could be. It could be.
Tag.
Anyway.
Not after I get through this bottle. Thank you.
Yeah,
They go
right.
to serve him, but I don't take it. He pours it out into the snifter, and I just take the bottle.
Bronson!
It's a waste to lay on hands.
Bronson, we're around fancy people. You can't do that.
What? There's 6 different glasses on the table.
Right, I know. I don't want you to.
Which
I don't
one's
want
the whiskey
people to.
glass? I'm sorry.
It's the short, round one.
That's a thimble.
Well, drink more glasses then. Or enjoy company and not the booze.
I'm enjoying
It looks like-
both.
Well, you can do both, but why don't you go strike a conversation with the other dwarf here? I don't know who she is. You
We
tell
went
me
to
who
high
she
school
is.
together. Abraham Lincoln, let me tell you.
What's high school?
Don't worry. What? What did
What's
they
the second thing you said?
Oh, God, you're homeschooled, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you see us? Where am I gonna
Horse girl, homeschooled. Rose quartz.
Horse girl rose quartz. It's fucking.
Horse girl, homeschooled, rose quartz. So
It's all coming together.
Mark that down as an NPC name. And you're good.
I'm looking for a man in finance. You're right. I'm sorry. I get a little excited. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and well, I'll talk to. I'll bugger somebody new over here. I got plenty of stories to talk about.
Yeah, tell them about how you're the Lion of Leyland.
Rare. he blows his mane out a little bit more. Like that's a good idea. And he walks randomly into the group, whoever he unfortunately bumps into.
All right. And I think we already talked that Gable's constantly insulting Elvin Meyerwood. That's your plan.
Oh, yeah. But, like, courtly wise. I'm not like, you're a fucking idiot. No.
Yeah, you can definitely tell as you talk to him that he is, he's only here because it's like he would rather not be here. You know, like parties are fine, but you know, and he'll kind of make sort of offhanded compliments, because he's like, well, my family's been running forestry and lodging for generations upon generations. We host many a fox hunts and things of those natures, but we come to these parties because it's the neighborly thing to do, and honestly, my wife likes to get out and see, meet with the neighbors and have their little chit chats. But honestly, I mean, it becomes apparent that he's got a very much like old money versus new money kind of mentality. Like his money is better money because it's been a generational thing that they've had for a long time. And he's like, I don't know who just puts money on a mine and then just makes money. I mean, sure, I guess you could be a good investor, but it just feels a little too good to be true to me. I don't know how these people just, it's fine, it's all good fun and we'll have a good time, but it's just, there's just something about when it's been in your roots for forever.
Right. Well, if there's any lessons to be learned here, it's to step out of the forest and into the court, darling. You learn so many things about how many people delight in these get-togethers, these opportunities to expand their business profile. I mean, after all, I deal in silks. simple pastime, really, but it's quite lucrative. It's brought me to many gatherings such as this, and if there's anything I've learned, people are allowed to experience their wealth and their livelihoods any way they'd like. Nothing wrong with any of them.
And he's just kind of like grumble, drink some booze. Like doesn't disagree with what you're saying, but he's not happy about it.
Yeah. And I'm so delighted about these fox hunts. I must apologize. I've never even heard of a fox hunt in this region. How long have you been running them?
It's more of an exclusive club, you see. But if you're interested, perhaps we could set some. How long will you be here? The DM said, questioning what he said as he said it, but.
I'm just in town for a few days.
Oh, too bad.
Yes, unfortunately, I must return to my business in Baldur's Gate and interact with those friends there. But thank you so much for the invite. I'll definitely keep in mind for the next time.
He'll just kind of like tip a drink and just kind of wander off and keep drinking.
As he wanders off, I'll just like sidle over to Bishop. Don't worry about that one. He's a crotchety old fart.
Good. Yes, he was a bit hoity-toity for my taste, but you start mixing with money and you end up with certain types of people. That's all.
True. He is the one that thinks he's important, and those aren't my kind of people.
I think the one who might be important might be Greta over there. I think she broke my hand. I'm really trying not to cry.
Well, all right, let me see your hand. Oh my goodness.
You see how the pinky is swollen?
That's not normal.
I know.
I walk up with my tablecloth.
I was just gonna say.
Are we playing ghost hands?
We can't play ghost hands right now, bro. People around. We don't know the rules.
I came over here, I can learn. Gable, how long do you talk to that trickle-down economics guy? What an asshole.
Too long. He's a poor.
Yeah, it trickled down my ass crack.
All right, guys, we can't just all talk to each other at the dinner party. I talked to Stanley. He said that's like rule 1. And I'm going to go talk to, I don't know, some older lady and be like, so, any recent vacations?
If you lose ghost hands, that's the rule.
I kick fronts, then I go.
Oh, God. So accurate with those.
The two of you, I swear to God, are going to bring this party crashing down in a ball of fire.
If you walk away, you lose ghost hands too.
While Gable walks away, I assume, from Ghost Hands Bronson,
Yes.
can I get you to roll me a percentile, please,
Wait,
Robert?
did you just call him Ghost Hands
Hands
Bronson?
I did. I said what I said. Can I roll?
Filthiest outlaw in the West. Stop Ghost Hands.
Call me Ghost.
Oh,
Call me Ghost
fucking hell.
Hands.
Call me Ghost Hands because they're the last hands you'll ever see.
Can you go ahead and roll me a percentile, please, Robert?
Oh shit! Yes,
Holy shit.
I'm all over
It was a trinket-filled episode.
Whew.
it. Where'd my character sheet go? There we go. Send it away. Yeah, there's a percentile one.
Call me Ghost Hands Bronson. I always keep them under the tablecloth.
Christ.
52.
52.
52, 50. It was a bartender. Send me a French 75, please.
All right. Gable, did you walk away from
I did.
seeing you stand there alone with your ghost hands, Bronson, you watch as those halfling boys kind of make their way over to you while you're holding your ghost hands there. And they kind of look at you and they go, I don't know, but it kind of looks like maybe you got a little bit burnt on that. And they hand you a trinket, which is a first aid manual.
Oh my god.
It's a first aid manual, and then they just kind of walk away. And it is a first aid manual that gives +1 bonuses to medicine checks to administer first aid.
Kind of fans through it. Oh, that's what you do in a shark attack? Oh, that's wild. I don't know. Oh, this is what I just got to share this one. If they encounter an ostrich, this is what you're supposed to do.
And then I guess, can I get you to give me a percentile too, Cujo?
It shall be done. Thank you, chat. 17.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. So
What the hell was
no. So it is a funny running joke from a couple of friends of mine, and I don't know. I wish this wasn't the one that happened at this party, because I feel like it's gonna get used at this party.
Oh.
It is. So go ahead and roll me a d4.
Yes.
3.
Okay. So I don't know why, and I don't know where it is, or who had it, or what it was for, but you have 3 bags of fake blood.
Oh, fuck.
So now I'll explain to you why that exists in a second here. So it's not a secret that I used to do a lot of cosplay and stuff back in the day, and we used to do all sorts of different genres. And we were at Monster Mania Con, and one of my buddies was going as Shaun of the Dead. So we would never do fake blood. We would always make our own fake blood, right? Cornstarch and all that. We actually used to use the recipe that they used from the first Evil Dead movie, because it's in Bruce Campbell's book. So we made a bag of fake blood to cover everybody in so he could be all beat up as Shaun of the Dead. And we mixed all the final ingredients in the parking lot. So we're we don't want to get this all over the hotel we're staying at or in my car. So we mix it all up and we cover him all up in the fake blood. And they're what the hell do we do with this Ziploc, this gallon-sized bag Ziploc of fake blood? So we put it under the tire of my under my car, just to hide it, right?
Oh no.
No. It's not as bad as you think. We come back, we go into the con, do a loop, or hey, let's go get some lunch, and we're gonna go out to go get some lunch, and somebody stole the bag of blood from under my car.
Oh yeah.
So we said in that moment, who steals a bag of blood? And then we somehow transitioned that into being a rogue trinket item is bags of fake blood. So you have essentially the equivalent of 3-gallon-sized bags of fake blood. I don't know why it's at this dinner party. It's definitely not part of the plan, but you have it. And I hate that you have it because it's gonna come up in this dinner party, I feel like. So you have that, though. Feel free to do with what you will.
Those halflings are up to no good.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
maybe it
sorry,
was...
Soot.
Maybe it was the halflings. They brought it.
Okay.
And by the way, their names, just so you know, the halflings, it's Donnie, Tony, and Frankie Bramblebush. Just so that everybody's aware. But anyway, you have that, and all of the trinkets have been doled out here. What's Bishop up to right now?
I think I'm giving the punchline of a joke right now, and I'm like, and we had such a great time, we decided to go out for lunch. It's funny in context, but outside of it, it's difficult. Can I make a performance check?
Yeah, give me a performance check.
All right. Come on, 12. Pretty mediocre.
All right, you get a couple of chuckles, you know.
Couple chuckles. That's all I'm looking for. I'm just trying to be polite. And yeah, so I think I think I want to go talk to Greta.
Just so you know,
because-
Greta was the dwarf. Dame Willow
Who
Run
broke
was the
my
one.
hand.
No, Dame Willow Run was the one who broke your hand.
Okay, then I'm gonna go talk to Dame Willow Run.
All right. Yeah, you can go over to her. She's the one that Soot reminded you used to be a knight, right?
Yes. Yes.
And she's kind of, you know, she stands very like back overly straight, like very military in her presentation as you come walking over, and she kind of gives you this sort of side eye as you make your way over to her.
And I'll say, how is your evening going?
And she says, "Well, it's going pretty well. I'm excited to see what sort of strange creatures Soot's brought back. She's very excited about it."
Absolutely. I can tell between your posture and your grip strength that you're a warrior of some sort.
Retired.
Retired. May I ask where you served?
And she said, "I adventured all around, but I was primarily stationed over in Neverwinter."
That is very exciting. I've spent a little time there myself. It's a beautiful city.
And she's like, "It's all right. You know, it's as far as cities go. I think Waterdeep's a better city, but..."
You know, I have not been there myself. I was born in Luskin and then was sent to Neverwinter to complete my training for the Order of the Red Knight, and now I find myself, well, primarily in Phandelver, but here as well.
She kind of looks at you and she goes, "You pirate, son?"
No, my father was a shipwright.
All right. I know a lot of Luskinites that were pirates.
Well, the ships there are, some say, the best in the world, so that makes sense. It would attract all sorts of clientele.
She kind of she's still very much like, she hasn't warmed up to you, but she's very much like giving you that like, okay, all right, this guy. She goes, "So what brings you here? I guess I assume you're one of Soot's adventuring party?"
Absolutely, yes. Well, we came across an owl bear in the woods. It attacked us, and we were able to slay it. But, we found its...
No, so go on.
We were able to slay it, and we found its cub and brought it here for safekeeping. I mean, personally, I would have just kind of dealt with it in the moment, but they're a soft-hearted group, and I'm willing to make the exception.
And she's kind of nods along. She goes, so what do you do? What's your thing? What do you do for this party?
Well, primarily, let's see. Well, we did slay a dragon.
That's
I
not
had
what
a
I
good
asked,
part
son. What do
for
you
that.
do in this party? What's your role?
Oh, I believe my main job is stabbing and
Mm-hmm.
talking. If I had to pick two things that I
Well,
do a lot of, it's them. And sneaking, I suppose. I'm a deft hand, although not a strong one.
and she goes, you a rogue?
No, ma'am.
Mm.
I have a particular set of skills, but they are not quite in line as a rogue's. I am an order of the Red, or I am a member of the Order of the Red Knight, and I take my charge there and my vows very seriously.
And she's kind of like, you watch as she like reaches over and she's like, one of the servants comes by and she like uses a fork to grab like a finger sandwich kind of thing. And she's kind of eating it and she's kind of like looking at you as she's, and she goes, you good at stabbing, son?
I consider myself proficient, yes.
Interesting. And then she just kind of walks away.
So, like, from across the room, sees this conversation going on, and she, like, puts her drink down and then, like, quickly walks over to Bishop as the dame is walking away, and she's like, are you okay? What happened?
Yeah, I thought because she shook my hand hard before that maybe I was like, oh, I could repair this relationship, and I did my best. And she definitely broke my hand with that handshake earlier. Then she took a finger sandwich and then walked away from me after we had a moderately awkward conversation. I did my best. By the way, your dress is beautiful and you look stunning.
Thank you. She's a hard nut to crack. She's just, of the rough exterior, but inside she's just a sweet lady. I wouldn't say she's like my grandma, but kind of has that relationship with me, so.
Yeah, I was just, you know, she was standing alone. Stanley said, "Hey, it's good to make sure that there's nobody at the party who's doesn't have someone to talk to." And Bronson was trying to play ghost hand, so I just had to get out of there.
Is that a real thing?
It's not.
Okay, I didn't think so.
So there was no way to play or win. And him and Gable, there's like electricity there. I thought I'd give him a little space. But yeah, no, we fought a dragon, but I'm more nervous now.
Yeah, I know it's weird being around. I kind of usually when I'm at these parties, I'll mingle for a little bit and then I'll like go away until there's games and food and stuff. But to, was this in the wardrobe? This is really nice. This outfit.
I talked to Stanley and we had a couple of pieces modified. I think that it ends up fitting well. And, I did ask what you were going to be wearing and I made sure to have something that matched well.
Oh, that's so sweet. I like your yabo.
Well, thank you. I don't know which piece of clothing that is.
It's the ruffle, this thing, the neck thing.
Fantastic.
Anyways.
Yeah. Let's have a drink.
Okay.
Did we ever come up with a name for the party?
Well, we were talking about the pride, but nothing was really settled on. We don't need to like announce ourselves or anything, so maybe we could come up with that later. But
yeah. Well, I was gonna just cheers to us privately.
Yes, to the group.
To the group.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You see that, Gabriel?
You see that, sir?
Like a hawk.
What?
Look at them. They're staring at us because they're trying not to look at each other.
Oh my gosh.
They just did a cheers.
They did. They raise their glasses.
with themselves, no one else. Health and longevity.
Look at they're
Didn't even
mirroring
ask
the
us.
body language to each other.
I lean
Oh, I
closer into his
know.
ear.
Oh, secrets.
They're bumping uglies tonight.
Oh. See,
Gable's
I
ear
knew-
does that thing that a cat's does where it like snaps, but then
I knew Bishop liked older men. Or I'm sorry, I knew Gable liked older men.
That's a
Freudian
bit of a
slip.
slip.
Gable will turn and whisper in Bronson's ear, 20 gold says they go multiple times.
Depends on if he can get out of those manacles twice.
Oh, just another game of ghost hands, darling. It'll be fine.
Well, let's be honest. You said ghost hands first. That's what's been on his mind the whole time. Watch your feet under the table. Might be some collateral damage.
I've been working on reading lips. They keep saying ghost hands, and I don't.
They wouldn't do that at the table, right?
You know, they might underneath the table.
I don't know what. I mean, Bronson's been married a couple of times. I don't know what his sex drive's like right now.
You know what?
He's
I think
probably really.
right now, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Has Bishop been
200, not
married a
400.
couple? Has Bishop been married a couple of times? I'm worried about his stamina.
I don't think we can say there's going to be multiple shots on goal. I think this one's 1-0, buddy. I'll take that bet.
All right, 20 gold it is. And like he'll like slyly shake Bronson's hand.
Oh, look, they're holding hands.
I put my hand over the top, and I place another coin in there. Raise you 5.
Oh.
He's doing the two-handed handshake thing. I blush a little.
Okay, pretend like we're not looking.
Is it hot in here? Like he's like fanning himself.
Oh, I'm
Actually,
sorry.
because of the temperature, but like I'm sure on the outside.
Oh
Sorry,
my God.
I've been
Okay,
keeping
all
my
right, we
coin
have to
person
stop.
here over. It's in the double. It's kind of getting sweaty. I'm sorry.
Oh
We
no,
have
no,
to stop
it's fine.
staring at them.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go talk to the dame. You go. Someone needs to go talk to this new person. I guess maybe I should go talk to the new person. I should introduce myself, right?
Let's go together.
Okay.
All right, and I take your arm, and we can go walk over.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
And as that's happening, and you guys are doing the handshake, and the gold is happening, those halflings make their way back over and like, hey, what are you betting on?
Oh.
We want in.
Oh, you want a piece of the action, do you?
I mean, yeah, we do.
Well, and I glance. I firmly put this in Gable's court.
This should not be my responsibility.
You're the
No.
gambling man. I mean, do we tell him what ghost hands really is?
Mm. It's sort of like a private affair, don't you think?
Oh, so what? It's got
Basically,
like a
he's-
really high buy-in or something? We got no problem doing that. What are we talking? 20 gold, 50 gold, 100 gold? What's the buy-in? Come on, we want to get in on this.
Hold on. I have to look at my character sheet. Okay.
I am going to give you the help action, and whatever you do.
The buy-in's 150 gold, actually.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
That Feldspar girl brings high rollers with her. All right. Donnie, pay the man. Or show. We're not even. What is even? We don't even know what we're betting on. But so what are we betting on?
Fuck.
And Donnie produces the 150 gold,
Oh shit! This is getting real.
but it's 15 platinum that Donnie produces. And he's kind of doing I can't do it, but doing the thing with the coin across the knuckles with the
Oh,
platinum coin.
This is an expensive game of hide the pickle.
We are betting that Bishop is going to succeed at the most challenges this evening.
Oh no! Why
That-
would you say that?
That fucking string bean, are you kidding me?
You'd be surprised. He's saved my life more times than I can count.
You're the one hosting this bet, so I'm gonna say all right then. And I'll tell you what. We're in.
Now, let's just put it this way. The rapier doesn't fall too far from the sheath, buddy.
And they all kind of look at each other, and they look back at Bronson.
Even Gable is gonna look at Bronson like,
I'm trying.
so we. Gable's gonna like step like half in front of Bronson. So we have a deal then.
Boys? Yeah, we got a deal.
Perfect. What were your names again? I'm so sorry. Just the wine gets to me a little bit.
He's like, no, that's fine. We get it. He goes, I'm Donnie, this is Tony, and that's Frankie.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I have heard of these three siblings in my...
Yeah, you can make me an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah. Goody.
I lean over Gable's shoulder. Just so you got it clear, what we're trying to say is Bishop's got a...
God damn you and your beeps.
Gonna win.
That is a 3.
You've never heard of the Bramblebush siblings.
Got it. All right.
And they're
right
like
up there with the apple dumpling gang.
And they're like, but also, I mean, if you listen, we'll see what happens with your boy. But if things don't work out and you're looking for business, we got all sorts of things we got going on. If you're looking for investors and things, or maybe you're looking like you need to do a little bit of business, you look like you could get down.
I am one to get down with business deals.
All right. I thought I kind of got an eye for these things.
Yeah, he lands on all fours.
And he just kind of looks again at Bronson and then kind of like cocks his head sideways to you, Gable.
He's not wrong. Color me interested in what sort of business it is that you get involved with.
And he goes, why don't we see how the night plays out a little bit, and then we can talk a little bit business maybe after dinner.
Sounds wonderful.
Let's see how your boy holds up.
Sounds delightful. I'll look forward to our talk then. And he'll loop his arm into Bronson's and gesture for both of us to walk away.
Oh, he's a man. As you pull.
Bronson, darling.
Did I not do good?
You did so well. We're going to work on it, though.
Shit.
And I don't think I've ever really won at family game night, you know? It's just, whenever this kind of stuff happens, I just have the worst luck. But who cares, you know? It's no big deal. It's all for fun, and I've always had that approach.
Exactly. I don't win I mean, they used to let me win when I was a kid, but you know, now that I'm trying, it's really hard, especially when people are actually trying, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just, you know, it's like we're here to have a good time. I just want to like meet people and socialize. I might not even play.
Yeah.
Like as we approach, Bishop, we need you to play in every game.
My hand is currently broken.
Oh, darling, just use some of your whatever it is and just fix it.
I tried. I don't think it's
That's my laying on hand. That's broken.
I think I need 8 hours of sleep. It's better.
Oh no.
That's the
You
deadliest
see, it's
game.
like swollen up real bad. The radiant light like comes up a little bit, but it doesn't. It's like I can't really close it.
Oh,
I got you. I'm gonna cure wounds.
Okay, that'll fix
Okay.
it.
Good. He's back to being ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yes, not to
So
put
thank
any
you so
pressure on you,
much.
but there's 150 gold riding on you, so I'm going to need you to do the best that you can.
Okay. I start sweating. No, I'm great at this kind of stuff.
Mm.
Have a
Yes.
glass of rosé.
Sir, hey, what kind of
What?
games? What kind of games are there? What kind of games are we playing for 150 gold?
You would know that your mom and dad like to keep it interesting, so they're always changing it up.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, I don't know. They change it every time.
Oh, cool. That's
Wicked
Got a
like-
UFC
games,
cage
Bishop.
in the backyard.
I've been berated by a veteran warrior, and now I am the subject of a 150 gold bet.
It's
You'll do
fine. If you lose, I'll just pay them.
You know what? That does actually make me feel a lot better about it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I could pay them too, but I'll just give you shit for it later. But, you know, that's fine, whatever avenue you choose.
Okay. I forget that around here, 150 gold is not that much money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's all go together and talk to this new person.
What a
Yeah.
wicked game you play.
All
Miss
right.
Greta.
Yes, you guys will make your way over to Greta Stonefist, who went to college with Bronson. Yeah, and all four of you are going together.
I don't think we should. I think only two of us should approach her at once.
That's fair.
From all fronts.
But go, guys, go mingle. Not with those three. Go mingle with somebody else.
Greta, the asshole. Who am I forgetting?
The Dame Agatha.
I'll talk with Dame Agatha. I haven't really introduced myself to her anyway.
All right.
You'll do great.
Don't
I
shake
think
your
I'm going to
hand.
talk to Mr. Soot.
Okay. I like it. All right. So we'll deal with Greta first. So we'll deal with you two going over to Greta. And she's like, "Oh, well, what do I owe such a pleasure of both of you coming up to see me? Also, I met both of you earlier, but so I'm Greta, and I don't believe we've ever had the pleasure of meeting before. So I've heard your
no,
name many a time from your parents, but
Yeah. Soot Feldspar, it's a pleasure to meet you.
and she says it's Greta Stonefist, and she'll shake your hand. Not
A curtsy.
yeah, not.
Like a rock.
Mhm.
And she says
Now,
so.
Bishop Frisian.
And she'll shake your hand, and she said, "What brings you back home? It's kind of an unexpected dinner party. Usually we have more time to kind of get things together for these kind of things. It's kind of an impromptu situation."
Yeah, sorry about that. We were traveling, and we came across an owl bear cub that was orphaned, and we decided to bring it back here. My parents are pretty good at finding people who will care for those creatures, and I just didn't want to leave it alone. And we were close. We were not too far, so we decided to hop back. And my mom insisted on a party, so.
Oh well, it's been again. I've heard so much about you from your parents and various other parties. So it's nice to finally be able to meet you. I hear you like rocks.
I do. Yes, I collect many, and I just find them fascinating. You said you worked at the mine, right? Is it our mine?
Oh no, I own a small quarry not too far from here, over in the hills.
Oh, wonderful.
But I do not so much as mining of coal or stones and things like your parents handle. I would talk more in like large blocks for building projects and things of that kind of nature.
Well,
That's
that is a
wonderful.
unique challenge for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, some of your parents, whether they're doing some of the work on, different facades of the house, or possibly for different, load bearing members in the different mines, they'll be borrowing, we work out deals and things like that. So it's been a very prosperous kind of relationship, and it's
Mhm.
quarry work is not the most glamorous of work, but it's a good work.
Yeah. I mean, I
Wonderful.
quite enjoy dealing with rocks, and in general, I like going to my parents' mines and And sometimes I pick up a pickaxe. I mean, obviously, I don't do the work like the miners do, but I find it fascinating, and it's a very good line of work to be in.
No, I mean, it's what I went literally what I went to school for, studying rocks and mining and
Mhm.
whatnot. So it's nice to spend all that kind of money on a degree and actually get to use it for something, you know?
I know.
I hear that for sure. You know, it is unusual all the avenues of success there are in rock collection or a quarry. You know, we were actually working for a short time for Gundred Rockseeker, who is trying to find his own avenue towards success.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that name before, or maybe one of his brothers or something. The name's not too unfamiliar to me.
For sure.
Mm.
If anything, I mean, it's a pretty good name for that kind of business.
Absolutely. Well, as is
Very on
yours.
the nose.
Well, you know.
Everybody, I think the name has a big part of it.
I mean, well, it would be kind of funny if I got myself into like, finance or like paperworks with a name like Stonefist, but
Sure. Yes, basket weaving.
right, it'd be a little bit of a different situation, Hi, I'm
Mhm.
Gundren Rockseeker, and this is my pastry business, something like that. But
Absolutely.
When did you move in?
oh yeah, it's been well, I mean, I've been to various parties and things, but I probably opened the quarry maybe about a year and a half ago or so.
Hmm.
So it's been,
That's nice.
be getting the quarry up and running and figuring out what I was gonna do for staff. And it started out with just me doing all of the work and kind of handling it myself before I was able to build it up into an actual business and find an estate. And then your parents were nice enough to invite me over. They're just the sweetest. I really appreciate everything they've done to help kind of get me all set up and whatnot.
Hmm. Yeah, they came from, a situation where they didn't have a lot and have built themselves up to this. So I think that helps in, you know, embracing other people who are on that path.
Oh yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't know if you're talking directly about the Meyerwoods, but they're kind of pricks.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
I mean, that's basically like every single stereotype you've ever heard about a rich person. They pretty much
Yeah.
kind of just to a T. I mean, to
Yeah,
each
I
their
grew up
own, I
with their
guess, but
I kind of grew up with their kids. I mean, like, not, we didn't hang out that much, but like, it was a very different situation whenever like something would break, they'd get like super upset and like blame somebody else for it. And I didn't really care that much about that, like I just still play with it while it was broken.
well, that's probably for the best. I wouldn't spend too much time around them. Also, why would you want to raise a fox and then send it out and to go hunting? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Kind of
Well,
defeats
It's
the
they
very
purpose
raised
of.
mean.
them.
Well, it kind of defeats the purpose of a hunt, right? Right? I mean,
Not quite.
that's part of it. You're supposed to find it and then track it, and not like let it go from a cage. It kind of seems like cheating.
Yeah, it's not
Mm-hmm.
really sporting.
No.
I mean, I
It's
guess
very
it's
cruel.
that's what people like to do. I, whatever, let them do it, but it doesn't make right sense to me.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Well, if we get a chance, I'd love to see your mine sometime.
Why? I mean, are you sticking around or are you heading back out?
No, we're gonna be leaving tomorrow, but if you let me know where it is, I can, mark it on my map, and then if we're in the area, we can stop by.
Yeah, I'll put it down on a map for you so you can take a look if you'd like.
Thanks.
Absolutely, that would be wonderful.
All right. I'm gonna go get more of those sandwiches. And she kind of like,
Ooh, they are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
and as this happens, as she walks away, you'll watch that like she walks past, and you can see that Gable's like making his way over to Dame Agatha, and like over Gable's shoulder, she's like looking at Bishop, like kind of giving you like clocking you, and then like turns to look at Bishop or to Gable as you approach.
Good evening. How's the party treating you?
And she says, I mean, it's all right. It's, these, I enjoy a good party, and uh, there's good company here. I'm not sure about that one over there, but he's,
Oh, who? Bishop?
yes.
Oh,
He told me
that.
his two things are talking and stabbing, and, well, I know one of them he doesn't seem to be the best at, so I'm hoping maybe he's good at stabbing.
Bishop might be a little rough around the edges, but I can tell you he has saved my skin multiple times. He is quite a
Hmm.
fantastic bodyguard. In courtly and, social gatherings like this, perhaps not the best, but, he has a good heart.
Hmm. And what is it you do for this group, son?
Oh, me, I'm just a bit of a gentleman merchant. I deal in silks, and I sort of came across these individuals and their business with, what was his name? Rock Seeker.
Hmm.
Yes, I was just merely lending what assistance I can. I fear I'm more of a burden, just a sort of socialite traveling
Hmm.
along with them. But, I find my uses here and there.
They use a lot of silk on the road?
Well, perhaps not on the road itself, but we do come across some colorful individuals. Perhaps yourself. Would you find yourself interested in some fine silks?
Oh, no, that's too rich for my blood.
Oh,
Nice and simple.
gosh. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, darling. Do
Mm.
whatever makes you happy. I am a big believer in comfort over anything else.
Hmm. Well,
Well, it was wonderful to make your acquaintance, and I'd love to do business with you in the future at some point if you ever find yourself in need of some silks.
I'll let you know.
Delightful. And he'll hold his hand out.
And she'll go to shake your hand, and it's a firm. Normally a D20. Go ahead, we'll do it. You'll get the.
God damn it, Jake.
Hi.
Did he transfer it to you?
God damn it, Jake.
I told
swear
you
to
not
God.
to shake her hand.
And she just kind of does the same kind of thing. The crunching those pads, fingers. I mean,
I watch it
Yeah.
and I just cringe.
yeah.
And he'll look her right in the face and unflinching, just saying, I'd expect nothing less from a grand warrior such as yourself. And in his mind, he's like, okay, this is not hurting, but creepy. Okay, just keep up the face.
And yeah, as you walk away, she sees that Bishop is watching all this, and she just kind of turns and goes, "Think fast!" And she throws the fork at you that she had from earlier.
Oh, okay.
At Bishop?
Yeah, Bishop. Let's see. I will make this. We'll treat it, because I was gonna say it's not really I assume you're gonna try to either dodge or do something as this fork comes flying at you.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
So do we think we want to do a dexterity saving throw or an acrobatics check, or what are we thinking?
I'd go acrobatics, or could I sleight of hand try to catch it?
All right, sure. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, Jake.
Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. 16.
Okay. She throws the fork at you full speed, and you are not able to catch it, but you're able to attempt to catch it, and it kind of fumble it.
Bat it away at least?
Yeah, bat it away at least. You don't get stuck in the hand. I was waiting for the one, and it's just just in the back of the hand.
No, I bat it away. I say, cool, great. This is a fun thing to do at parties.
You just see Soot's face get really stern. She says, "Damn it, Agatha!" And she storms over to her.
I'm gonna go this way. I just turn around and start talking to literally anyone.
All right. While you're storming over, we're gonna cut back to Bronson talking to your dad.
So, Mr. Soot, really, what is the quality of life for your miners?
Jeez.
Wow. And he says, Well, we do our best to make sure their lives are. I mean, they're the lifeblood of this business. Without them, we have nothing. We do our best to make sure that they're paid well, and if they so choose, we'll provide housing for them.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that from the old. Now, I never did. I was never a part of the family business, but only a couple of generations removed. That sounds like a lot of what my grandpa used to say. But he built a fine business here and raised an even better daughter.
Well, I do appreciate it from someone with such an illustrious family such as yourself.
The Barleys can't claim to creating a business anything like yours, but we do eat well.
And he says business is an interesting thing. It's funny how you find yourself you think you have a good idea one day and then all of a sudden it turns into all of this.
Something else. The whole property, everything. It seems like it spans out for everywhere. And that donkey you have out there, that Flash, incredible. Smoothest ride I've ever had.
Well, I think a lot of the animals and the way they are, that's more Soot's influence than anything. She's always been one to take in strays.
I mean, look at the strays she took in with us. Who would have thought? You, me, here, same time, same place. It's a wild world. By the way, you ever, just curious, you ever play a game called Ghost Hands? Gents, there's something you grew up with. You
All right. I'm gonna roll a D12 because nobody uses D12s for anything unless you're using a great axe. So I will let you pick, Robert, 3 numbers on this D12. You tell me which 3. If I roll one of those, Soot's dad has heard of ghost hands.
Very generous.
Yes. 4, 8, and 12.
Okay. I'll move this controller over here. Here we go. That's a 3, unfortunately.
Damn it.
And he's just like, no, I can't say that I have. What kind of game is this Ghost Hands? Is it something we should instill in as one of the party games for tonight?
No, I think it's just a bunch. I think it's a bunch of it's a bunch of malarkey. Really, we've been having fun with it. I think it's I think it really is just a point straight over the bishop. I just think it's a form of affection. It's our bishop really has the eye of your daughter, and he's a stand-up gentleman.
And he says, "Oh, really? Interesting."
He's a good boy.
All right. Well, thank you for this information. This is good to know. You're a good man, Bronson Barley. I appreciate this.
Gives him a strong handshake. At least I could do. It's what an occasion,
Of course. Please make sure you help yourself to plenty of food and drinks. We'll be sitting down for formal dinner and things shortly, so.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. And the weight of the words that have come out of his mouth, he looks like the ghost when he turns around, looks over at Bishop. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit.
And then, we'll cut back to Soot as you storm over to Dame Agatha.
What was that?
And she says, I was just testing his reflexes.
Why?
We spoke, and he told me that his job is to stab things and talk and sometimes be sneaky.
We're
And
adventurers. Yes, that's
no,
a part of his.
I listen. All right, I know this probably better than most, but talking doesn't seem to be his strong suit from the conversations we've had. I don't know about the sneaky thing. He told me he's not a rogue, which is good because, can you ever really trust a rogue? I don't know. And he said he's good at stabbing. So if you're good at stabbing, that also means you have to have good reflexes. That's just how it works.
He's out of his element. I mean, put any other adventurer besides you and me in a situation like this, and they're not gonna know what to do. They're gonna try and steal shit, you know? At least they're not doing that.
That's true. Listen,
Mhm.
he's one of your group. I don't know why you have a silk merchant amongst your party. It seems like that's probably gonna. And she gestures over to Gable.
Gable is hiding the hand that she crushed behind his back, and he's got a wine glass.
And she'll kind of nod, and she's like, "It seemed when I was adventuring, we pretty much stuck to the fighter, cleric, wizard, rogue, and I don't know, there's really a huge keen on that one anyway, but that was pretty much the standard. I've never heard of stabby guy, druid, silk merchant. Is that what the kids are doing today in their adventuring parties? Is that how it goes?"
Well, for your information, we slayed a dragon last week. A green one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I mean, first of all, you should be leading with that. You're at a dinner party in high society and you kill the dragon and you're just like, "Oh yes, we're here because we're Soot's friend. We're here to celebrate the fact that we slayed a dragon as an adventuring party." That's dinner party worthy news.
Well, maybe I'll say it at dinner, but I don't want to brag about it. And I killed a beast. It's
And
not.
she just gestures at everything. She's like, "Soot, honey, that's all these things are, is an opportunity for people to brag about the things that they do. That's what these parties are for. You're home with your friends. Your mother threw a party to celebrate her daughter's home. Everybody here is going to be telling about what new thing they're doing, what venture they've got. You killed a dragon. That's huge news.
Okay. I'll
And
bring it up at
you
dinner.
brought an owl bear home? That's great."
Who told you?
And she's like, "Stabby boy over there."
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Gable will have heard that from across the room and be like,
You see what I mean about sneaking and talking? So I'm testing the reflexes.
Look, okay. You gotta give them a break, though. They're, again, out of their element. They don't know how to do all this stuff. And
Listen.
he's just worried about impressing my parents.
That's all well and good, but I'm worried about you. If you're gonna have to be out there protecting all of these other people from almost dying, how are you gonna protect yourself?
Well, I mean, Bishop is a paladin. So
Okay.
he heals me, and then Bronson is a cleric, and Gable is the bard.
Oh, and she's like, "Oh, I get why he said silk merchant." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. You know what? I think bards have made a lot of strides in becoming a well-respected member of a party. He just shouldn't have to hide it.
Right.
20 years
No.
ago, when I was adventuring, bards, it was a different thing, right? People thought it was a whole different animal. Bards have really made big strides into becoming an integral part of the party. He shouldn't be ashamed. You know what? I'm going to go talk to him and tell him he should be proud of the fact that he's a bard.
Yeah, I think you should too.
I mean, when I was in college, I was a bard, maybe for a little bit. I was curious about it.
Bard curious.
Of course.
And she says, "I promise I won't throw any more utensils at your friends."
Thank you.
Theodore, can I make a stealth check?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I did already. I rolled a natural 20. And I want to pop up behind her and be like, really, it's about the whole party dynamic as a group, you know?
Okay. All right. I like it. I like where you're at. Let's see. Where's my d20 at? Where's that d12 I rolled it? What's that d20?
Yeah,
Oh,
roll
well.
the d12.
8. Let's see. I don't know where that other d20 is, so we're going to use this one. Okay. She doesn't seem to be startled by your appearance, but she just, there's kind of like a nod of
And I've got a
recognition.
fresh drink for her.
And she'll take the drink and she'll kind of nod her head, and then she'll walk over towards Gable as she's taking a drink, and she's like, hey, bards are cool. You shouldn't feel ashamed of that. You don't have to say you're a silk merchant. Just own that bard life.
Well, that
Perhaps you could play a song for us.
And she's like, that would be wonderful.
Is that the dinner?
Oh, this is the
Well,
best.
this could. I would be delighted once dinner concludes. I wouldn't want to pull when we're about to start eating momentarily.
And she's like, that's good. After dinner, everybody will be around ready to watch, not like separated out like this where everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Everybody can turn their attention to you. That's a great idea. See, this is why you're the bard. You think of these things. That's important.
Right.
Bringing everybody together.
Yes, I absolutely do relish the attention that I am afforded with my skills.
And she just kind of like
glaring daggers at Bishop.
Like, oh, probably a little too strong, like pat on the back. Good man. And she walks away.
All right, team relevancy. Who's ready for dinner?
Jesus Christ.
All right. I think, I was planning on getting us back on track when we're going to be off next week, by the way, folks. A couple of us are going to be away, so we're not going to be playing next week. We'll be playing the following week. And I was hoping we would have been back on track then, but apparently it's going to be dinner time.
Yes.
What's up, Robert?
I mean, or
Or
we could all, like, it ends there, and we start hungover on the road, and everybody brings one embarrassing piece that happened at dinner. Like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, like an amnesia style situation where we're going back and playing it backwards. Okay.
We just played it
We have,
backwards.
we have to play the games, though. I need to know what they are.
All right. I can give
The
you.
only
I'll
games
give.
that you get are ghost hands.
There's no better game out there.
Look, if we fast track, though, there's no way that Soot and Bishop are going to have sex.
And there's no way you can make your 150 gold bet.
Yeah.
I do want that money.
Mm.
I mean, I want to partake in the games and the fun.
Hey, you have
And-
2 whole weeks to prepare a song.
Ah!
I think we have to keep playing through the party.
I
I love
think
the
we
idea
do.
of a
Damn it.
skip.
Go for it.
I
I'm here for it all.
love the
I'm here
idea
for it all.
of a skip.
Gable, I think she turned into a giant insect before we went in that room.
Yes, well.
It's a rhinoceros beetle.
You know what, really quick, before the DM wraps this night up, I need a favor, Bronson.
Yeah.
He, while their backs are turned, he's gonna hold up his hand, which is a mangled mess. I need some of your help. If possible.
Gable, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just don't swing that way.
I could have sworn it was going to be, Gib, how you going to play ghost hands like that?
I put the tablecloth over his head, and I heel it under the tablecloth.
Ghost hands.
Sorry, I didn't know you
Right.
mean ghost hands. Yeah, it's totally different. In ghost hands. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. That would be foolish to. It's fine. Thank you for the help.
This V really does put off the wrong kind of energy, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
All right, internet. Well, it has been fun.
Yeah, yeah. So the reliquary
Meet the
has
fuckers.
gotten even closer to tipping, which means it'll probably tip 69% complete, actually, as of right now.
Nice.
Which means it'll likely end up tipping at dinner. So who knows what'll happen then? But I'll give you a teaser of the first game, but we'll have to wait till we come back to play it. It is a taste test challenge. The servants have prepared a series of exotic dishes and drinks, and you will have to make checks and attempts to guess what the rare ingredients are in the exotic dishes that have been made.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is a game I could play.
It is a game you could play. The benefits of things like cooking utensils and things will help you in these roles. And yeah, we'll see what happens. That'll be the first game. Where we'll also get to see, based on what people's checks are, what they also think is in the food, which could lead to some interesting, possibly embarrassing moments as people guess the wrong type of things, like they think it's a groper and not a grouper, stuff like that. Anyway, that being said, let's go down the line and outro all of our players here. Robert.
Hey, I'm Captain Robert. You can find me at Captain Robert Everything. Me and Ted are going to be playing in a new campaign on Thursday nights at 9 p.m.-ish CDT as we run through Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the brand new official D&D adventure in the multiverse, as we try, probably unsuccessfully, from stopping Vecna from taking over all of the multiverse.
Awesome. LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Instagrams. I am Hack Recklessly on YouTube and Twitch, where we stream our level 15 D&D campaign on Sundays. Currently, they are fighting Chompy the Awakened. I'm in round 3 of combat, and I downed the Paladin round 3 of combat. Round 2, actually. He did 108 damage on his breath weapon, and they are scattering. It's great. Join us not next week, but the week after. It's gonna be fun.
Respect the Chompy.
Nice. Jake.
Hi, Internet. I'm Jake. You can check out my podcast, Legends Rerolled, where we replay classic stories in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Right now, we are making our way through The Wizard of Oz, where I play the Cowardly Lion. It's a lot of fun. Check it out.
All right, and Cujo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cujo of Cujo Plays Games and at Crit Hit Chronicles, unless it's Twitter, in which it's at Crit Hit Chron, because character limits are a thing. You can find me at Cujo Plays Games and Crit Hit Chronicles. May is going to be quite busy. You can see me at Folk and Myth. You can see me on Hack Recklessly. You can see me on Crit Hit Chronicles every other Tuesday. We're playing a Daggerheart campaign. So definitely keep an eye to the socials to see where I might turn up this month. Who knows?
All right, and I'm Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. We've got all sorts of videos coming out over the next couple of days. There's been a lot of stuff announced. Tales of the Valiant releases officially this weekend at the first ever Kobold Con, which is an online convention for Kobold Press. They also released yesterday the Black Flag reference document. We've been talking a lot about the system reference document, the official D&D one that will be updated in 2025 post the Monster Manual. The Black Flag reference document is Kobold Press's version of that for Tales of the Valiant. And if you want to use that, you can actually, before the official launch this weekend, you can look up all of the base class information for all of their 13 base classes, which includes a Mechanist, which is their version of the Artificer, which is not a Spellcaster, which is kind of cool. As Robert said, I will be on his channel tomorrow night playing my Orange Wizard And the hat doesn't really work on top of the headphones, but either way.
Nope.
And yes, as chat's bringing up, I do have a Beagle familiar. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So you also see my custom Geomancy subclass. So that'll be a lot of fun to see that too. But yeah, be sure to check out everybody here. All of these videos will be up in an edited version on YouTube as well as in podcast form if that's more your thing. Yeah, and we will see you not next week. Unless, at least for me, if you're going to be in Tennessee at Green Dragon Fest, then I'll see you there. If not, we'll see you in 2 weeks back here on this channel as we figure out what happens at dinner. So, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next 2 weeks, actually. Bye.
Bah.
Happy ghost handing.